The National Bank Series New Zealand vs India is brought to you by Mitre 10.
Umpires Ian Gould and Simon Taufel officiating in the first test here in Hamilton, New Zealand. This is day one, and India are in town, and they have won the toss and decided that they will bowl first. Just confirming all the sides now. Guptill, McIntosh, Flynn, Taylor, Ryder, Franklin, McCullum at 7, then Vettori, Mills, O'Brien and Martin. No room for Patel or Arnell on debut. And for India, yes, Sehwag, Gambhir, Dravid, Tendulkar, Lakshman, Singh, Dhoni. Has there been a more impressive top 7 in world cricket? Well, there's a debating point later in the test as well. Then Singh, Patel, Khan and Sharma.
So Zaheer Khan, 3 slips of gully, a point to mid-off and a man under the lid. First ball up and a little bit of swing, but down leg side.
Well, Khan will swing the ball both ways, and this is very much a swing bowling venue.
Very nice seam position there. Looking to swing the ball away from Tim McIntosh. And comes back in again. He picks up his first run. New Zealand are underway.
I imagine Simon Dill giving away the odd run in that fashion does not bother you as an opening bowler, because you are trying to bring the bat and the edge of the bat into play. Well, Martin Guptill makes his way down now, and I can tell you right now he'll have a very dry mouth and maybe a frog in the throat. I know he's scored runs in one-day international cricket. He's played international cricket, but this is test match cricket. The form that everyone wants to play at some stage.
Well, he's underway straight away. A little bit of swing back into the right hander that time rather than across from Zaheer Khan, and New Zealand are 2 without loss. Lovely drive from Martin Guptill. It was full. It's a very nice shot.
Well, this will ease the nerves somewhat. Getting off the mark is one thing, but that first nice stroke that you play, positive, confident stroke.
Pulled away this time. 4 runs for Martin Guptill.
Oh, the last stroke was that he played and missed that was a little expansive. This was good control. Prepared to go after something short, controlled it well. Be a little bit careful when you're taking it from that line, and the extension of the arms wasn't perhaps perfect, but he managed to control it with his body nicely. Hit down, got it out of the middle.
Nick and gone. Well, he's equal with the record now, Rahul Dravid. That is a terrific catch, away to his left. He is now tied at 181 test match catches with Mark Waugh, and it's an important breakthrough for India.
Well, I didn't think this was carrying, because it was played relatively soft hands. A good piece of bowling, just probing away. It's a good catch in the end. It came out and he had to re-juggle it, but he committed first time. Was fully committed to the catch, was Dravid. So Martin Guptill's first bat in test match cricket is out. It's gone for 14, 17 for 1.
So Zaheer Khan has picked up the breakthrough for India, and Daniel Flynn is the new man for New Zealand. And in the commentary box, 2 new commentators. Ravi Shastri is with Ian Smith.
Thanks, Simon. Yes, and one of those columns is empty for Daniel Flynn, and that's the hundreds column. Needs something in there, and today would be a wonderful opportunity for him to do that. Daniel Flynn hails from Tauranga, just over the Kaimais, and Rahul Dravid, who hasn't had too much cricket in this country, has just pulled out a very good catch to get India on the board.
Yes, that'll do his confidence a world of good as well, because he's back in the side. This is a good catch. A good delivery from Zaheer. Kept his eyes on the ball. He was positive. The intent was there, going for the catch, which was good. Just the start he wanted. Just get the feeling he's getting his rhythm now. Zaheer Khan, the length is good. That one just stopping on Guptill.
Oh, he's given him out too. He has given him out down the leg side. Daniel Flynn may have just caught up with that. It's a very good catch from Dhoni. A real ripper down the leg side. It's a bit of a fluke, a bit of a choke. At the end, though, it's Flynn that suffers.
Yes, and the finger went up straight away, so obviously he's got plenty of bat on that. Good catch by Dhoni. That's an area he's worked on as a wicket-keeper. The footwork has improved, and this is a good period of play for the Indians. 2 wickets in 2 overs for Zaheer.
17 for 2, and if you're Mahendra Singh Dhoni, you now know you made the right call at the toss to bowl first, because New Zealand's number 4, Ross Taylor, makes his way out with only 40 minutes of play having passed. He's the senior item really in this New Zealand top 6 at the moment. So he carries the can, Ross Taylor. He's scored 100 here. He made 100 against England. So he knows the ground. He likes batting on the ground, but this is a really tough situation for New Zealand all of a sudden. And it's Zaheer Khan who has cracked in here for his skipper.
Well, this is good rhythm for Zaheer Khan. He's got a good wrist action. The seam comes out bolt upright most of the time. Oh, that's the last man to go. Good catch by Dhoni. There was bat on that, and Dhoni went away quickly. You can often judge if a batsman gets some bat on it as to how quickly it goes to the keeper. If it's the pads, sometimes it dies to the keeper on the way. That's in the air and taken. In fact, put down on the second attempt by Virendra Sehwag. Ross Taylor flashed at that one, and it could have been 3 down here for New Zealand.
Well, Virendra Sehwag, we were just talking about the qualities of the slip cordon. He was one we didn't really highlight because he's been at gully. And here is a genuine opportunity. Taylor pushing well wide in this situation, so it was a really false shot from Sehwag. He had 2 cracks at it, 2 bites at the cherry. He parried it. It came down. He went with it. He seemed like he had it under control. The second opportunity, it looked as if it was going to stick for all money. Taylor gets it in the middle of the bat, and that's a glorious shot through the offside to get him underway.
Top shot, didn't try and hit it too hard. Fractionally overpitched from Zaheer Khan, but it was still hit on the up by Ross Taylor. Weight going into the shot. Zaheer won't mind that at all.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking as a bowler, as a captain, I don't mind that. Nothing. Oh, here's a trouble. It's got to be trouble. Oh, no, no, no. India miss another golden opportunity. It's Ishant Patel this time. They've put Taylor down. They should have had McIntosh. What a horrific mix-up between the two. Dreadful stuff.
This would have been big trouble for New Zealand. He had to hit direct here. Yes, no. And the opportunity here for Ishant Sharma. He was yards out of his ground. Dhoni didn't have enough time to come up to the stumps. Living dangerously, New Zealand at the moment, both these players.
Nice stroke. And this will be McIntosh's first boundary.
I think he picked that one a little better to McIntosh. It was the ball that was swinging slightly away from him, not the one coming back in. He saw it early enough. And nice stroke.
Taylor lined that up beautifully. I don't quite understand this so early in a test match, why Zaheer Khan is taking away that ability to get the LBW and line up a possible bowl dismissal with this round the wicket strategy. Very strange. I can see it working at times in 2020 cricket and one-day cricket, but first session of a test match, it's a bit bewildering. Got him. Yes, beautifully taken by Sehwag, and Ishant going fuller this time, gets the outside edge and an angle bat. Sees the ball go straight into the slips cordon.
Well, we just talked about it, and that's exactly what Ishant Sharma produced. It was full, it was swinging away from Tim McIntosh. Again, just half forward, outside edge of the bat. Sehwag does the rest and makes up for the little mistake earlier off Zaheer Khan. He picks up the catch, and Tim McIntosh has gone for 12 and New Zealand 40 for 3.
But a man in form has arrived to join Ross Taylor. It's Jesse Ryder. He's got a terrific record going already in just 7 matches, 450s with his high score of 91. And he does arrive with some confidence, but this is a different ball game now to the one he would have enjoyed at Eden Park the other day under lights. It's just past midday. First session of a first test match against a top-class side. And MS Stoney and his men have worked well here. Zaheer has 2 wickets, and now Ishant has 1. 3 slips and 2 gullies.
Well, also, Marty, it's a resumption of a little heated contest that we saw at Eden Park, isn't it? This is the wicket of McIntosh, and Ravi Shastri's pointed out, and rightly so, all morning, the lack of forward movement from Tim McIntosh, and you can see the bat's on the move the whole way through that stroke.
Well, it's the back foot to me that is anchoring him at the crease. You've got to move the back foot. It allows both feet to move, the body to move into the stroke. Underway, Jesse Ryder might just win the race to the fence, and it does. So Ryder positively off the mark.
It was full again, and the difference here, Jesse Ryder does get his weight forward. A little bit of bend in that front leg, and he just forces that through the offside.
Edged. Oh, and this time it's short of Rahul Dravid, I think. I'm sure it didn't carry. It just seemed to, with Jesse Ryder's soft hands, it seemed to die off the bat. 50 up for New Zealand.
The length was perfect. Didn't go too hard at it, Jesse Ryder, and you're absolutely right, Martin. It died. It was a good yard short of Rahul Dravid.
He played straight. He just held the stroke, and that allowed him to get away with it. It was a good bit of bowling, boy.
Oh, straight through him. That is superb from Ishant Sharma. You kind of got the feeling he was setting Ross Taylor up there, and that is just a magnificent delivery, nipping back.
They're swinging and nipping, and importantly full. They've kept the ball right up, a good length, nipping back and through the gap. Once again, it catches a New Zealand batsman playing with that straight front leg. That's what provides the gap, and the bat coming on the angle. Taylor's out now for 18. 51 for 4.
James Franklin, he talked to Simon Dill before the game about his role at number 6, but I'll bet when he was talking, he wasn't thinking he'd also be batting this morning, whatever the situation. This season, he has 631 first-class runs for Wellington at 157. 300s plus a 92 for New Zealand A against the England Lions, but good memories, but just that at the moment, because the reality of the situation is New Zealand are in a deep hole already in this test match. And can he bat them out of it? Tall, elegant left-hander. Has a battle on his hands here, Sharma, who's been superb this morning. He's grown as this bowling performance has developed. He's got better with it, and he lured Ross Taylor into driving at a delivery he could never get to the pitch of. It snuck past the inside edge of the bat onto his leg and back onto the stumps. And I think shaping up for that, he had been throughout Ishant Sharma. He finally got the length he wanted.
You can see that the straightening of the front leg there. And that's what provides the gap.
Oh, big nick there. Yeah, Jimmy Franklin's been given. He has been given out at the outside edge of the bat. It was a beautiful delivery. It certainly was in terms of the length, but Franklin's look back at the umpire is not one that he's most pleased with, and I'm not sure whether he hit this. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I think there was definitely some back leg, thigh pad involved in this. Oh, that's a back pad. Yeah, that's very, very disappointing for Franklin. It's always disappointing when you get out, but when you get out in that fashion, coming back into the side as a batsman, it's devastating and makes you angry as well. He's out for a duck, 51 for 5.
Good morning, Jesse. Or afternoon, actually, says Brendon McCullum. Didn't expect to see you until lunch. And now, if they're together at lunch, they'll be happy because New Zealand, we talk about a hole, well, it's turning into a sort of a crater now. 31.59 is his average. He's got 200s, Brendon McCullum. He's been batting at the top of the order, and now he is at 7. 42 matches under his belt. So he goes to the non-strikers end. And India are on fire here. Absolutely. Here's Munaf Patel to Ryder, who just simply cannot get out before lunch. But Jimmy Franklin, I admire him, the way he took this, because he's been waiting to get back in and have an opportunity, and this is not a good decision. He just took it and walked off. Code of conduct says you have to, but that has hit his back leg, and it's missed his pad by missed his bat by quite some margin when the contact is made. And we're playing in this series where, of course, there are no referrals. And I ask myself, with Australia playing South Africa and referrals in place, England playing the West Indies and referrals in place, why the hell are we not playing referrals here? I just don't get it. Where's the consistency?
Well, neither do I. It's not like it's the first time. And there's an ideal opportunity for a referral to stop an injustice. But it can't be used.
Oh, through the gap. Good fortune for New Zealand. Really is for Jesse Ryder, who was nowhere near in the position he wanted to play that shot. He was crease bound, and it just got away from him and everybody, luckily.
It looked a little slow going for that Sawak. Just caught him by surprise. Let's have a look at this. No, just short. Just short. Difficult. Really difficult to stop those as well.
Just have a look at this battle from Eden Park the other day, this confrontation. There was plenty on. No one was backing down, Jesse Ryder in particular. It's in the thought plan. Oh, he wanted to go back and carry it on. It was good stuff. So you can bet your bottom dollar if Ishant Sharma gets rid of Jesse Ryder here, he'll be a happy man. That's an edge, and that's out. Going hard at the ball, Brendon McCullum pushing out in front, and quite a simple catch at second slip in the end for Vivia Slutchman.
All right, at the bread basket, and this is a disaster now for the Black Caps. Just pushing out hard here. Far too wide to be defending that. It really is a leave, that. Simply was a leave. Very hard to defend that and defend it well, and McCullum couldn't. He's out for 3, 60 for 6.
Daniel Vettori at number 8, and his team is in deep shtuk. 90 matches, 3,000 test runs. Formidable cricketer. One of the very best floating around the world, but at the moment he'll be a pretty depressed but determined captain. His side is disintegrated here. 5 slips, and The slip cord and the keeper have been very busy this morning. The ball's done a wee bit. New Zealand have orchestrated a lot of their own demise. Who is going to stick it out? Who's going to bat while the sun shines and dries the pitch out a bit more? At the moment, it looks like India are going to have that opportunity. McCullum pushing out away from the body. You can see he made it hard. He made the push hard. He thrust the bat towards it more and more. Just there, punched out at it. On a delivery he probably thinks, I could have left alone.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's missing the second set of stumps, for my money, and going over the top.
That's a beautiful stroke. And that's one of the best of the day so far. There haven't been many, but Ryder gives New Zealand hope here.
Yes, that's one of his great strengths. His ability to think positively. And when the intent is there, then when you do get a half volley, you put it away. Good balance when he played that shot once again. It's when you get into a negative mindset to block everything, and then you get a ball like this. It might well bring about your downfall, because you're not prepared for it. Your feet don't go close to the pitch of the ball, and there's a chance of an outside edge.
Oh, another tight single when there's no runs coming on a regular basis, but there will be overthrows to add to the single. In fact, Vettori's going to get 5. Can you believe it? A single plus 4 overthrows. There's 5 signalled by Ian Gould, and New Zealand will take it every time.
Yes, again, slow to take off Vettori. Once again, a direct hit was needed. Again, the fielder losing balance.
That's a beauty. Boy, did he step into that and spanked it. Shot of the day. 4th boundary now to Jesse.
Yes, that's textbook stuff. Watch the stride here. Nice stride. The weight going into the shot. He knew it. It was 4 once he hit it.
And the gap. Tries a catch it. It was in the air. Zaheer Khan just a little bit dismayed there, but you can't have your fielders everywhere, and India have been sort of mucking around with a slip court, and they sacrificed one by having back at deep square leg.
Yes, it was aerial. For a change, Jesse Ryder went hard at the ball. He threw his hands at it a little harder. Flew away off the outside edge.
Pulling, and this one's gone very fine and away, and all the way.
Yes, he didn't expect it. It was the top edge. He's got a good bounce, Zaheer Khan. He puts that extra effort. And you can see Vettori late on that.
It was an awful stroke, really, wasn't it? It was nowhere near getting into that pull stroke. Might have been safer to try to ramp it. Had to fetch it from a long way outside off stump. Never got the extension with the arms. Was caught short, but got away with it. The maximum result. This time he's not tempted. Edge and away for 4. Straight through the gap. It's not a wide gap, but it's a gap all the same.
Well, it's frustrating times here for Zaheer Khan. He's got a top edge that went for 6. He's beaten the bat on a couple of occasions. Now gets the outside edge. And again, extra bounce.
A late decision by Vettori to try to leave that. It was never a ball that you really wanted to play defensively. It went comfortable catching height, and it just went in that gap. Well, picked off nicely this time by Vettori. That's a wonderful stroke.
Yes, he just waited on it nicely. Didn't fall over. And nicely put away.
50-run partnership brought up between these two. Desperately needed. He earned that one to a certain extent, Vettori. Waited for Zaheer Khan to get fuller and straighter and picked him off. This time Vettori gets on top of him and smashes them away on the onside for 4.
Yes, good shot. Picked the length up quickly. Transfer of weight was good.
Straighter, and Vettori's onto that as well, and the timing's excellent. It's a very fast outfield here at Seddon Park, and it's 4 more for the New Zealand skipper. 121 for 6. Oh, that was no more than just a little push from Vettori.
I mentioned earlier, he's growing in confidence now. That's exquisite timing for you. Again, not all that bad a delivery, also showing that now this pitch is a true one. You can trust the bounce, you can hit through the line.
Oh, lucky Daniel Vettori. Fortune favours the brave, and he is being very brave for his side. In fact, to the tune of 50 today.
Talking of 50s, what a good one that is. Captain's knock. He shakes his head because it wasn't convincing the way he brought it up. But again, he's shown his fighting qualities. Wonderful all-round cricketer. He's got that uncanny ability to hit him in places you would never expect. Well, what a shot this is. How about that? He just stood up, and he had all the time in the world against this man, bowling at 140. It's a top shot.
Well, it is when you consider they've got a man back at deep point as a protector who was not even in the frame. He got so much of this. He saw it so early and hit it so early. He hit it that far in front of point that that sweeper was not even interested in stopping it. 12th over, just 16 runs, but how many real wicket-taking opportunities has he produced? Not many. 100 partnership up for New Zealand.
I think it's been terrific batting from the left-handers. Harbhajan would pose more of a threat to these two types of players, being left-handers, but they've been outstanding, and their partnership has been reward for some real gutsy stuff. A real fight back here today. 101 from 183 balls, 2 hours. Came together on the stroke of lunch.
Oh, here's trouble. Here's big trouble. Oh, boy, a direct hit. I don't know. Has Vettori got back? The big dive. In fact, he's going to try and pinch another run. He gave it the full-length dive. I won't say India are overly confident. My first reaction is India. I don't think they've got it here, but they've had opportunities today, and this would be a needless gift if it happens.
No, he's got in because of his commitment, his desperation. Good bit of feeling from Yuvraj Singh. Daniel Vettori, he will be very pleased to see not out. And there it is in the green. It's the first time they've sort of had a bit of confusion. And Ryder's picked up 50 because of the overthrow. Well, from the deflection from the stumps. Wonderful knock from him. 4th consecutive Test 50. Equals a New Zealand record held by 5 players. Includes the scores of 100 or more. Donnelly, Sutcliffe, Congdon, Coney and Ken Rutherford. 4th consecutive Test 50 to Ryder.
Oh! Not out. Over to
Vettori 64. And the bowling, no further change to the wicket column. 2 for Khan, Sharma 3, and Patel has got the 1. Harbhajan none for 19 for 12. Yes, Jesse Ryder was now the 6th New Zealander. Hell of a list. Martin Donnelly, Bert Sutcliffe, Bevan Congdon did it twice. Jeremy Coney and Ken Rutherford to score 4 consecutive 50s in Test matches. Edged, And again, straight down through that third slip position, beating third man for 4 more. Vettori is riding his luck nicely here.
Yes, the frustration continues for the Indian bowlers, but the young man has got to be patient. Sometimes I feel that when you're in a position like this, it's always better to attack and keep looking for wickets. The ball goes through the gap and then still beats third man for 4. You're better off having a man plugging that gap in the slip cordon.
Lovely stroke. Poor delivery. Doesn't matter because you've still got to get in position, and Ryder pounced on that.
And that's again good footwork to put that away. Back, across, use the depth of the crease.
Very interesting. 247. Meaning that he was the 247th Test cap for India. Oh, Rahul Dravid has put him down. That could have been the world record. It wasn't easy. If he'd knocked it up, he might have had a second chance, but it got away from him. He's quite close in there.
Came at an awkward height as well. I think he was blinded with Dhoni going across as well. He must have picked it very late and took him totally by surprise.
Yeah, the bounce was the thing that did Vettori. He's played a couple of those strokes from Harbhajan and he's picked up a couple of 2s, but on that occasion, Rahul Dravid, who we've been keeping an eye on because of this world record that's beckoning, he's equalled Mark Waugh, most catches ever in Test cricket, 181. Yeah. Lovely stroke. Super cover drive from Vettori. Much better playing with the full face.
Yes, good footwork as well. Getting a nice stride forward, close to the pitch of the ball. Smothering the spin. Superb timing.
He's probably going to be the key. One of the few bowlers. 200 runs up for New Zealand. Down the ground this time, 4. Another good shot from Vettori.
.95. Just stood there after he hit this one. Just a little move down the wicket, but never really any intent to run here. He knew that was headed to the boundary.
That single brings up the 150 partnership between Jesse Ryder and Daniel Vettori.
And just a mark of respect for Jesse Ryder here as well. He's played support. How often would Jesse Ryder play support? Shows that he understands Test match cricket already, Jesse Ryder. Scored his 62, 122 balls, so strike rate of 51. Patient. It's been well controlled.
Good running. Really good running from Daniel Vettori. Sharma on his heels. At mid-off.
99.
Yep.
Right, Daniel Vettori down on strike now. 3 balls left in the over. 1 run needed for Test century number 3. And his best.
And the field coming in. The sweeper from cover point is now coming in to the circle. Trying to cut it off. We'll make Daniel Vettori work hard for this Test match century. Here he is, Harbhajan Singh. Vettori sweeps, it's in the air. It'll land short, and it does, and he picks up Test match century number 3. Fantastic skipper's innings for Daniel Vettori. Very, very well played. And a good strike rate. And a third century and his best yet.
There would have been a wee nervous thought there as that one went up and the players around him were yelling out, catch it, and the relief too. There was no jump in the air or punch. As he understands just what he's been achieving out here today. Test match century number 3. Test match century number 3 in a very awkward situation for his team that he captains.
Boys.
He's led the revival, and that look suggests there's a lot of work left to do.
And there's the new 7th wicket partnership record for Daniel Vettori and Jesse Ryder. They have now gone past previous record, Bert Sutcliffe and Bruce Taylor. Vettori goes over mid-wicket last ball before drinks. And it's all the way to 6 runs for Daniel Vettori.
Shouts to catch it. This time the finger goes up. And finally the partnership is broken. Once again, Dhoni alert to go down the leg side. And it's the second time today we've seen a New Zealand batsman out in that fashion. Now, what an innings from Daniel Vettori coming to an end. He will get a standing ovation as he leaves this ground. A true captain's innings.
Brilliant innings. They're on their feet, the crowd that are here, and this is also a very good catch. An inside edge from the bat of Daniel Vettori. Not easy for Dhoni to pick up, but he's alert and he's done a good job. Vettori goes for a magnificent 118. It's 246 for 7.
So Kyle Mills comes out to the middle. He's no mug with a bat, as we've seen in some of the one-day games.
That's a 2.
Just the 150 for him in his career. His job will be to stay with Ryder. What will be interesting to see is Ryder's tactics now that Vettori has been dismissed. Will he try and up the ante, try and get a little more aggressive?
Well, he looks totally unfazed, Jesse Ryder. We'll say that about him. Looks so relaxed at the crease. First ball, a ripper! An absolute screaming Yorker from Patel. Oh, bang, bang!
He does bowl that delivery well, but this is a corker. It couldn't have come out better. It couldn't have landed better. And it couldn't have made a better sound. He cleans up Kyle Mills here with a first delivery. 2 wickets and 2 balls. And suddenly what was 246 for 6 now becomes 246 for 8. So Munaf Patel on a hat-trick. As Ian O'Brien comes out to the middle. You can see there are fielders everywhere around the bat now. He's got a great opportunity if he can bowl another delivery like the last one. 3 slips, 2 gullies. Away he goes.
Dead ball, dead ball.
And someone moving just in front of the side screen.
This guy, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Does your knowledge of cricket not extend to that moment?
Still on a hat-trick. Munaf Patel is to go back to the top of his run-up. Now, what will he attempt to bowl here? Will it be another Yorker?
That delivery to Kyle Mills. First of all, this is Vettori. Now, this is a good catch. Bearing in mind that Dhoni's had to try and think himself through this situation and maintain concentration, it was a really good catch. It's a thick inside edge. Grabs it well. He has to think for all the other players as skipper, maintain his concentration, and that is a very good catch to start the procession with. And then, of course, the delivery to Mills, Ravi, was, well, got a lot of players first up.
Yes, bang on target. It just swung in a little bit late. And crashed into off stump. That's a terrific effort by Munaf Patel. 2 and 2.
You might have to go.
Okay.
That's good placement. In fact, excellent placement. He'll get the boundary, just waited on it that bit longer. And I do believe he's going to try and break the shackles here now and try and up the ante. As 250 comes up for New Zealand.
Well, that is a beautiful shot because he waited and played it when it was past him, Ryder. You could see the ball make contact behind his back there. That's a good shot. That's a boundary. I don't think they'll haul that in. It's beautifully timed. Wow, 2 in the over for Ryder. He is getting the sniff. It's 86 for him and 256 for 8.
Oh, he'll get the single in the end. So Ryder will keep the strike. It's 261. That's 262 for 8.
Yeah, interesting this. Jesse Ryder's lining up deep mid-wicket and it's come off the toe of the bat, straight back down the pitch, and O'Brien was caught short. I think there's a fair enough effort to try and run him out, to be honest. He might not feel too good because it's let O'Brien away from the strike, but had it hit, it would have been a brilliant piece of fielding, and I think you're obliged to take the gamble there, Munaf Patel. His presence of mind was outstanding.
Pulls, he hits that very hard. And he splits the gap out there for 4. It's his top score in Test match cricket now.
What a top shot and what a top 10 days he's had. It was 10 days ago he posted his first one-day 100. He thoroughly deserves to get his first Test 100. He's been so solid, just faultless, really. Just the way he moves his weight.
There's a problem here for Martin as well, is that O'Brien is about to take strike first ball of the over.
Will you just leave Chris Martin out of it?
I can't. Oh, I can't any longer because O'Brien's got out. He's stumped. Oh, goodness gracious. Ryder at the other end on 98, and Martin must come out to the middle.
Yeah, I can't believe that. He's left his crease. Oh, dear. Now, he's gone down the wicket to block it. That is a Minty's moment, and the Ryder's reaction here will be, oh no. And you can just see it with Ian O'Brien there. He is feeling awful. It's 275 for 9.
Chris Martin comes to the middle in response to an Ian O'Brien mental meltdown. He has not scored a run in 8 first-class innings. He's got to keep 5 balls out or get a run somehow. Arm ball keeps it out.
Oh, just first thing Ryder would have gone down the wicket to him and said, just don't leave your crease. Please, that's it. Just head down, just watch the ball, bat out in front. The worst batsman in Test history on strike. Oh man, it was a nice peaceful afternoon this, enjoying some good batting. And Ryder, he's coping pretty well. He's not going to be smiling if Martin is dismissed here.
Well, Ryder can see the funny side of it. He really can. It's just how he goes about playing his cricket. They can all see the funny side of it out there right now. 2 balls remaining. The only bloke probably not seeing the funny side of it is Chris Martin. He's feeling the pressure side of it.
5 men around the bat.
He misses it by 6 inches.
Well, Harbhajan, you're disappointed. He's a bit wide now. One more ball, and then Ryder has then got to take control of this innings, of this final partnership. Last ball of this over.
Seen it out, has Martin. He's got through the over, and Ryder gets an opportunity. 275 for 9. Here's Sharma. He's on 98, and he pulls brilliantly. He pulls all the way. He's got his 100. He's got his maiden Test match 100. Well done, Jesse Ryder. A brilliant innings and a high-quality innings.
Congratulations, Jesse Ryder. He had to endure a really tough 5 minutes there, but what a stroke. A stroke you'll never forget. Not a bad ball, but he just nipped it off his hip there. Couple of bounces, and that moment that he'll never forget, that moment of your first Test century, you beauty.
He opens up, but this has gone straight up in the air. It's a chance here. He should be out. So he's out. First ball after bringing up his 100. What a performance. He was always going to look to whistle it away from that point on. The New Zealand innings has come to a close at 279. It's 279 with 2 centurions in it.
Well, in the end, there was no point mucking around. He'd brought up the 100. It was time to start getting a few big hits under his belt before Chris Martin was going to be taken out. Anyway, he succumbed, but he can walk off a mighty proud man here. His first Test 100, a wonderful partnership with Vettori, and they've given New Zealand a hope after an awful first couple of hours. Ryder has made it a special day here in Hamilton. Congratulations all round. What a 10 days he has had.
And the New Zealand innings is all wrapped up at 279. Major contributions, or you could say the only contributions really, coming from Jesse Ryder, who's brought up his maiden Test match century, 102. He was the last man to go. First ball after bringing up his 100, and 118 from Daniel Vettori. Bowling was pretty good. 4 for 73 for Ishant Sharma, who bowled with good aggression every ball. 3 for 60 for Patel, who gets wicket to wicket and bowls nice and accurately. 2 for 70 for Khan, who started off very well and had well, he bowled better than those figures would suggest. And Harbhajan Singh, 22 overs, 157, showed that in the second innings he will be a handful.
Well, the start of the Indian innings, their reply to New Zealand's 279. It's Chris Martin to Gambhir. They're underway, straight away, and it'll probably be a boundary. It's timed very nicely.
Yes, he's good in that area. It's a good gift to get first ball. Nicely overpitched on the pads. No problems whatsoever. Just getting into good position, rolling his wrist.
1500s, 1850s, and when he gets 100, he goes on. He doesn't just get 105. 110, he goes on and gets big hundreds. Kyle Mills is the bowler, and it's a gift as well. Both batsmen have had a gift. First up, Gambhir got one on the leg stump from Chris Martin, and Sehwag's got one on the leg stump from Kyle Mills. Let's put away. Short, a little bit of width, but you just cannot afford to give Sehwag any amount of width at all.
So little margin for error. This is a terrific shot. There's transfer of weight. He was beginning to go forward and spotted the length. Just weight onto the back foot, and he's got such fast hands. And that's his area of strength.
Into contention. He's timed that beautifully too. That'll run away, and there'll be another boundary.
Well, there have been plenty of good shots played today, but this will match any of them because this is not an easy shot. He offers the full face of the blade as he works it on the onside. It's an area he's worked really hard on. So he puts the bowlers under pressure straight away. Once you give him room, he's square cut you to the fence. You bowl closer to his pads. And he works you through the onside. And what's good to see, he stayed on the ball long enough to get it just past mid-on.
Oh, and again. That is superb.
Well, if this man is in for any length of time, then wherever you are, try and get into the ground tomorrow. If he's there at stumps tonight, that is fantastic. On his toes, working it from outside the off stump.
That is a cracking shot. No need to move for that, Brendon Sehwag. That is 4 more.
Well, anything in his range, he punishes you. Just standing up tall there, just freeing his arms.
Wide again, but this time no timing from Sehwag.
It's over in time, gentlemen.
And 4 from the final over of the day's play. India will finish the day 29 without loss. 7 overs bowled in the New Zealand innings. And India are 29 without loss, already off to a very good start. The bowlers, well, Kyle Mills has been under early pressure. 2 overs for 18. Chris Martin, 4 overs, none for 9. He's been tidy enough. And Ian O'Brien, just the 1 over. So at the end of the day, let's check out the New Zealand captain and his centurion. He's downstairs with Mark Richardson.
Well, Dan, when you came to the wicket at 61 for 6, what was going through your mind?
Well, obviously saw how difficult it was out there and probably a little bit of misreading of the wicket, and so we knew that for us to scrap through to maybe 150 would give us an opportunity, but fortunately Jesse and I played really well and put us in with, I suppose, a competitive total in the end.
What did you make of the wicket? Did you feel it was doing plenty?
It had enough in it, and just it swung, and India bowled exceptionally well. I don't think you want to go too far away from that. The wicket had just enough in it, but they put in some great areas. Sharma bowled well, and Zaheer Khan and Patel, I think, backed them up really well. So they did everything that the captain asked for them this morning. Unfortunately, a couple of things didn't quite go away, and we put ourselves in a tough position. But to bounce back from 60 to 6 to put 280 on the board, pretty impressive from our guys.
It seemed to flatten out a lot after lunch.
Yeah, I think just once the new ball started to die, it was a case of almost 2 different wickets. There was still a little bit of swing there, but generally it flattened out. Occasional one would catch you out, but as the day went on, it got better and better. And I think even tonight with us with the new ball, it looks like it's going to be a lot of hard work for us tomorrow. And we've got to get those early wickets, got to get Sehwag out to, I suppose, settle our nerves a little bit.
It's probably not often that Jesse Ryder would play understudy to Daniel Vettori in terms of strike rates, but it was very much a test match knock from him, wasn't it?
Yeah, he played well, and if you look at his record, he's played well ever since he's come into the game, so really impressed with him. He's just a fantastic innings, and while lots of, I suppose, bad things were going around in terms of losing wickets, he just stuck to his game plan, played some really good shots, and was aggressive when he needed to, and turned over the strike when he didn't. So really pleased for him, and it just shows what a quality player he is.
Okay, well done, and a lot of hard work now.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I think it's going to be tough tomorrow, but chance for the bowlers to step up.
Yes, thank you very much, Dan Vettori, joining Mark Richardson after the day's play. Well, it's just after 6:30. We've been a little bit of overtime tonight, and tomorrow we are live on air from 10:30 a.m. again. New Zealand 279 all out today, and India off to a pretty good start, 29 without loss. Should be an enthralling day's cricket. If you're in the Waikato area, get down here, because Gautam, Gambhir and Brendon Sehwag could put on a show early tomorrow morning. We'll see you here back at Seddon Park from 10:30 tomorrow. The National Bank Series New Zealand vs India was brought to you by Mitre 10. The National Bank Series New Zealand vs India is brought to you by Mitre 10.
Straight through. That is superb. That's an edge, and that's out.
Vettori have a mid-wicket last ball before drinks. Vettori sweeps, it's in the air. It'll land short, and it does, and he picks up Test match century number 3. Short socket at it this time, the finger goes up.
First ball, a ripper. An absolute screaming Yorker from Patel. That's a boundary.
Here's Sharma, he's on 98. And he pulls. And he pulls brilliantly. He pulls all the way. He's got his 100. He's got his maiden Test match 100.
Welcome the world to Seddon Park, Hamilton. It's now a beautiful morning and you can just see the umpires making their way out to the middle. Yes, we are starting 15 minutes late due to a little bit of inclement weather overnight and early this morning, but the covers are off. The umps are out there, Mr Gould from England and of course Mr Taufel from Australia to adjudicate day 2 of this test match between New Zealand and India. And if you love batting, this is the place to be today. You can't get down in person, and I urge you to if you can. Then watch it here with us on Sky Sport or wherever you are around the world. It is just going to be a treat if New Zealand cannot strike early, because India are already 29 without loss, and Sehwag looking very threatening late last night. The deficit 250, India is still behind. At the end of the day, they may well be in front. They may well have wickets in the bank as well. New Zealand 279, which was a pretty good performance after being 60 for 6. Let's head straight across to the commentary box with their thoughts on how today may pan out in their minds. Anyway, Mark Richardson, and good morning to Simon Doull.
They're tipping it down early this morning. Should be a little bit of that moisture still on the ground, just evaporating up. There should be some atmosphere over the top of this pitch. The ball is only 7 overs old, so it should have some shine on it, although Sehwag last night tried his best to take some shine off it. These 2 New Zealand bowlers that will open up do swing the ball in the right conditions, and these are good conditions.
Yeah, lovely conditions to swing the ball around in. Centurion from yesterday, Jesse Ryder there, and one who will be looking for one today, I'm sure, and Brendon Sehwag. There's runs in this pitch. The Indian batsman will have looked closely at how Vettori and Ryder played yesterday. I'm sure they've taken some notes.
I think length is very important. They were a little bit short last night, the 7 overs they bowled. They need to be prepared to be driven down the ground in search of wickets. Left-handed Gambhir to face Mills. And some definite swing there, but he's overstepped the mark. Well, had he stayed behind the mark, that would have been a very, very good yell for LBW.
Oh, this is better than very good, I think, Rigger. This is... Well, look, that's a mile over too. Kyle Mills had this trouble at Christchurch in the one-day international.
Oh, good fielding. That was beautifully timed from Gambhir. That's a good stop from Franklin, was it? Yes.
His full leg stump, and Gambhir would have hit that and thought of timed that nicely. It could be 4. It was to Franklin's favoured side, his left hand. And he pulled off a beauty.
He's keen to get into anything short from Mills, as Sehwag. He's got so much time. And that's one heck of a test match record. An average of 51 over 50, 67 matches, 15 hundreds, a high score of 319, and well, the last 11 of those hundreds have all been over 150. That's why he's averaging so high. When he gets in, he fills his boots. Down the wicket again, Gambhir. Interesting strategy. He'll have to hurry here. He's run himself out. What a dreadful piece of calling.
Well, that's Gambhir. Gambhir has looked for two the whole way, and James Franklin, I think it is, once again, he pulled off a terrific piece of fielding just an over ago when Gambhir turned one into the leg side, and he's done it again. He's picked it up left-handed. He's knocked the stump out of the ground at the bowler's end. Sehwag knows he's gone. He's gone by a mile. He is 2 metres short at least, and this is terrible running from Gautam Gambhir. It is all his fault. He's called it. Sehwag stranded.
He hasn't run himself out. He's run Sehwag out by a country mile. Dreadful stuff. 24 he's out for, 37 for 1. And that's Rahul Dravid. 10,500 runs, an average of 52, 26 hundreds, 53 50s. The rock in the Indian batting lineup for some time.
Just see if we can hear Gambhir call here. Well, not in this one we won't, but we'll try and have a look at the real-time one. He's looking all the time, Gambhir. You can see, and he goes, he calls yes. Sehwag didn't even run the first one hard.
Well, neither of them really ran the first one hard. He had to run the second one hard, harder than that. But you believe this was Gambhir's decision to call through for two here?
Yeah, I do. Let's see if we can hear him calling this in real time and see what Gambhir says. Have a listen.
Oh, brilliant, Mel.
You might have just picked it up as he was running down. He's going two, as he's running down the wicket. So he always wanted two, Gambhir, but they just didn't run hard enough. And then there was a stutter step as well. Appalling.
37 for 1. He's managed to get that one in the gap and test the outfield, and the outfield's still very quick.
Well, that's the other one. That's the delivery he tries to swing back in, and I don't think Kyle Mills will mind that. As a swing bowler, you don't mind that too much. Hasn't quite got it right, Gambhir. He's timed it reasonably well, but just a little more swing, and that cannons into the pads.
And he's underway. He's underway with a boundary, Rahul Dravid.
Prime example. Chris Martin has bowled 5 or 6 deliveries, including his last over and the first 2 balls of this over. Outside Dravid's off stump, he's left. He is left. He's left everything. Martin's sick of it. Already after 5 balls, Chris Martin's got bored and he's bowled one straight. Dravid's picked them off.
And he has smashed that for 4. He got a wide one. He's prepared to take it on.
It's short and wide, so it means he can get on top of it. It's not full and wide. He's not playing an expensive drive at this early stage. It's short, it's wide. And as you said last over, Rigger, when good players who leave the ball so well get that one bad delivery that they get an over, or every 2 overs, they put it away.
Lovely stroke.
On the move, walking, and then striking beautifully.
Yes, he does that a lot, Gautam Gambhir, by going across when he's moving down the track. What he intends to do is make the bowler shorten his length so that he doesn't get movement in the air or off the seam. But the good thing about it is when he plays the shot, he's still very balanced with a still head. His head is not bobbing all over the place when he's chipping. He's still very balanced. Nicely played. Good deflection from Gambhir. He'll get a 4 for that. Short man, but he got on top of it nicely.
I was just about to say, if he can bowl a few maidens and just try and settle in and build up a bit of pressure, then he'll start to feel a lot better about himself again. Now, that sort of delivery will just be a disappointment to him because it's just easy runs.
That's good shot. Nicely on top of it.
On this pitch, you are going to get some heavy punishment if you're going to bowl short and wide. It's not an easy ground or pitch to drive on, and they haven't tested Dravid enough in the fuller deliveries right on off stump.
Watch how he makes a conscious effort to roll his wrists.
First ball, down to the fence for 4. So a little bit of luck for Gambhir there. He was beaten, but profits by it.
Well, a little bit of swing for Franklin, encouraging for him. Enough swing to get the outside edge of the bat and cause some concern for Gambhir. His head turned around very quickly there. He would have been relieved when he saw that flying away in the gap. Didn't play it that badly. It would, it probably, though, would have carried should someone be there, but it was thick enough. And
Beautiful afternoon, early afternoon here in Hamilton. Couldn't think of a better place to be. James Franklin cross with himself, going onto the legs of Gambhir and paying to the tune of 4.
boy, that was well timed. Franklin had been swinging the ball. This one just didn't swing. He bowled it on the line, hoping that movement in the air would take it more to the off stump, but it didn't. Gambhir, who's starting to move just a little better now. His balance is better. When your balance is better, you start picking those balls off for 4, not 1.
Oh, just gets away from Jesse Ryder. I'm not sure it carried through. But again, Gambhir in that sort of that area of uncertainty is beaten.
We got a hand on this. Was it before it bounced or not? Let's have a look. Down the wicket again, no base to play from. And just falling short. Just falling short.
Yes, we talked about this yesterday, the depth of the Indian slip, Gordon, and it's a hard thing to work out. It's McCullum's got to work it out, really. Oh, that's a good shot. Gee, that was a good shot. That was the bouncer I was talking about from Franklin, but it just wasn't quick enough. Gambhir got it perfectly.
Well, he was quick into this. He was quick to jump onto this short one. Swiveled, a classical hook shot, that.
It wasn't that bad a bounce, you know. It was about the right height. It was just at head height or just above. It was straight, but it just didn't quite have the gas. That's a good shot. That's 2 flat bat shots in a row from Gambhir have been perfectly executed.
50-run partnership between these two. He's got a couple of opportunities to score of late, Gambhir, and he hasn't turned them down. A couple of shorter balls. One was the hook shot off Franklin. This time it was a cut shot.
Oh, false shot. He plays one. He was beaten there, Dravid. He'll get 4 in the book, but he was done. He was tempted once too often.
Just feeling for this. He was drawn into it. It did seem just a tad, and he was playing well away from the body. Very rare mistake.
Nudging and timing as well. That is 50 for Gautam Gambhir. Lovely innings, and considering he was the architect of Sehwag's run out, he will be pleased with the fact that he's got through to the first milestone, 52.
He's used the walk down the pitch on regular occasions. He's done it again here just to pick up his half-century. Walk down the line of off-stump and outside, so it didn't allow James Franklin any room for error. Just tucked it away nicely, picked up test match century again. Another one.
Half century, yes. He's got 10 now, Dolly. He's got 400s and 10 50s. And India have gone from 29 for none to 108 for one, so they've added 79 runs, losing Sehwag to a run out. That is lunch, calls Simon Taufel. And it's been a good partnership of 71 between Gambhir and Dravid. There's Martin and Mills. Started up this morning, then a bit of O'Brien. Franklin 6 overs, none for 22, and Vettori just the 2 overs.
So here we go. Daniel Vettori going to resume after lunch, and you would imagine that this could be quite a lengthy spell for him while he rotates his seamers at one end and he tries to bowl very tightly at the other, but let's hope that he looks to bowl with an intent to take wickets, because he is New Zealand's best bowler. Oh, nice change of pace there in terms of getting it flat. 97, so right on the money there. Ravi did a fair amount of bowling himself. That's going to be the first boundary, actually. It's going to run away for 4. So a bit of good fortune there. You did a lot of bowling yourself, Ravi, in Test level. I just wonder about this field set. I heard Martin Crowe just prior to lunch saying, why would you have so a long on and a deepish sort of mid-wicket to Gambhir when you're just getting started yourself?
I would have mid-on up. In fact, I'll push one man between mid-on and mid-wicket to the boundary. You know, just so that Gambhir doesn't entertain thoughts of going down the track. He's a good user of his feet. Doesn't mind coming down the track and take the aerial route early on.
Nicely played. It's beautifully weighted behind point, and it will run away for 4. That's Dravid. So late, and just the wrist play involved there, quite spectacular.
Yes, he just tapped the ball on the head on the top of the bounce. With good adjustment. Just waiting for it.
Gee, makes that look so easy. No flourish there at all. And that is a very good shot. That's Gambhir. That's terrific batting, because Vettori knows, we've talked about the use of the feet, Ravi, and you can't overtoss. You've got to find that balance.
And that's why I say he's such a good player of spin, because it's not just the use of the feet. He's so strong off the back foot. Fractionally short, and he uses the depth of the crease. He's back and he puts that away.
124 for 1, and it's so much colour to the crowd, so much atmosphere. I know it's very quiet and reserved at the moment, so very much a middle of the afternoon sort of feel about it at the moment, because India are just getting set after lunch, and that'll help. Another boundary from Dravid. You know, it wasn't that bad a ball from Vettori. It wasn't ranked bad, short or wide. It was just beautiful batting.
Yes, and the placement. You know, this is where you have got to question the field placings also. Daniel Vettori, he's got a man back. And when you look at it, he's not there to save the one. And with this shot, Dravid has shown he's not there to save the boundary either.
Oh, beauty. That was his best today. Cutting Dravid in half there. He's into his 12th over. He's been very economical, but here was a wicket-taking opportunity, just going over the top of off-stump.
Yeah, it was a cracker, all right. Traditional swing by the looks of it.
It'll be 4. That's Rahul Dravid. You might think it's a bit streaky, but I've seen enough of that stroke from this fella to know that he feels he's in control, even though it was the thick edge. He was always over the top of it.
Yeah, over the top of it, that's the key. Probably not an area that he's overly keen on defending too, but he has that ability to, when he's get forced into a half a mistake like that, to control the situation and make it work out in his favour. You can see the angle of the bat there and where he's actually hit the ball.
What a stroke that is. That, for me, is Dravid's best. 100 partnership is up in absolutely majestic fashion.
He got a couple of these away for twos earlier on in his innings. Now he's timing it better. Now he's in better and he's more attuned to the pace of the wicket. He's timing them and hitting them squarer for 4.
Chris Martin. And that'll be 4 as well. All of a sudden, a bit of a rush for the Indians. They've gone past the 100 partnership. Dravid getting a stunning shot off his hip for 4 now. Gambhir up to 68.
He's been severe on anything short, Gambhir. He's been prepared to get back and cut. He played a nice pull shot earlier on, or a hook shot off Franklin before lunch. He waits for that short delivery and he pounces on it.
Edged. And this time, and the swing works. He enticed Gambhir into the drive, and now Martin has his wicket.
A fuller length and allowing the ball to swing. Was it a bit of reverse swing? Was it just conventional swing from Martin? Looks like a bit of reverse, and it's done the trick. A wild swing, really. Lost control there, Gambhir. Went very hard at that. And he's only succeeded in edging it through to McCullum. 72 he's out for. 142 for 2.
12,429 runs, an average of 54 5150s, 4100s, 248. Not out his highest. Probably his only blemish. Rigger hasn't got a 250.
I think it took a long time in his career to get over 200 as well. He scored a number of centuries before he finally brought up the double. Has he got a triple in him?
So Chris Martin has found a bit of swing. He's got a better length going here, and the confidence will be much better. He'll be bouncing in now. A real challenge. Can he get it Tendulkar early? Too short, too wide. There was a hint in the second ball of the over that Martin was just getting a little bit of swing. He went fuller this time, and boy, it was a lovely bit of bowling.
And just that shot there suggests that ball is moving towards the shiny side. That's reverse swinging. Gambhir went very hard. He lost his shape in that stroke. You'd be disappointed with that.
Hammered, and it deserved to be too. Well, the shaping is a good over. Has just been ruined by a long hop. 150 for 2.
So good at jumping on anything that gives him a little bit of length to work with. Look how deep in the crease he got there to give himself time to hit this one away. Fractionally short, a little bit of width, but got right back to give himself the time to smash that away in front of point.
That's short and wide and put away.
Well, good way to bring up his half-century. Typical Dravid innings. This took his time early on, and the pace suits him now. He's on 53, yet another half-century, 10 boundaries in that. And this was a long hop that he put away easily. And there you go, the length again, not consistent enough.
Those two short deliveries are just wasted. Yeah, it's a good length. Unfortunately for him, though, Dravid has got it away. A little bit outside edgy, but it's not a bad length from O'Brien, just a little bit of width. It's 165 for 2.
nothing wrong with that delivery. Even though it's gone to the boundary, he's given himself a chance. And you can see Dravid had to make the adjustment. He played away from the body. Well, that kind of delivery, if it just bounces a little bit more, it'll get the outside edge. And you have a much better chance of getting a batsman out, at least one of these two, if you bowl consistently in that area.
A false shot. You don't see too many of those from Rahul Dravid. Just a little close and a little bit of movement too from O'Brien. Well, it's gone through. It's unlucky. The length was all right, just a little bit of width from Ian O'Brien, and it finishes the over. 169 for 2.
A really good shot this, but I think the man at cover got a bad bounce. Lent into it nicely. It landed on one of those practice pitches and bounced away.
He's down the wicket this time. Sachin Tendulkar. You picked it, Ravi, earlier. You didn't think it'd be too long before he was down the pitch, and he was on that occasion.
Well, he realized that it's important that the scoreboard ticks along, and he looks to try and do something different. Good use of his feet on that occasion. That'll make Vettori think.
Oh, was the arm ball. It just rushed on a little bit to Sachin Tendulkar. It came back. He thought he had a little more width than he did.
Yes, and that bounced on him. I think that's what took him by surprise. That's why he had to check his shot last minute. Would have easily gone off the top edge to the man at backward point.
Especially catered for lunch you had. Talk about dining out. Ian O'Brien straight through. He's broken down the wall.
What a time to come in, because that was just spot on. Top of off stump. You can't beat that. So Ian Bryan picks up his first of the day, and the wall, yes, the wall is gone for 66. He looks set for the day, but Dravid is out of here. 177 for 3.
VVS Lakshman strides to the crease. 6 runs against his name at a very healthy average of 44.46, 37 50s, 1300s, and he joins Sachin Tendulkar. So you think you've broken through. Highest score 281. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. 177 for 3. They trail by 102.
Smithy, I was watching Decron Sport last night, and John Wright was talking about VVS Laxman.
What did you do? What had you done wrong?
What do you mean?
Are you watching that?
John Wright was talking about the greatest innings he's ever seen was that 281 in Calcutta when they followed on against Australia in that series back in 2001.
Actually, I was watching it too. I love Deeks' show.
It's a good show.
And John Wright was good. Great background knowledge of Indian cricket now. But the focus now is on Ian O'Brien.
You've had too much sleep, Smithy.
Why is that? Riveted to this cricket today, I tell you. Anything but sleepy stuff. Here's Ian O'Brien. How did Dravid miss this? He looked as if he had it covered.
Well, the leg straightened instead of holding the shape of the front leg. And just that you only need 6 inches to open up, and away it was through with a beautiful bit of bowling. You'd expect Dravid to counter that, well, 49 times out of 50 perhaps.
Over an hour for 13. Very deliberate setting up here. Trying to wear New Zealand down. Straight up in the air. Here's a chance. He could be out. Just as I say that. Oh, he's down. It's down. Oh, Daniel Flynn. Whoa, would have been an amazing catch. It would have been something to behold, literally. It was a terrific effort, but it just didn't stick.
Tendulkar's looking at the bottom of his bat. Hence the reason why I went straight up. Oh boy, that was up a long time. It's always going away from Daniel Flynn. He nearly lined it up. Fingertip.
Oh, that would have been something special just before the break for New Zealand. That momentum you were talking about just before the break. Oh, I was in the air a long time. I thought he was going to get it, actually. He's a very good fielder. I thought he was going to get it. Daniel Flynn at 1 point.
Guided away.
Spectacular fielding. But Martin Guptill chasing it down there to the boundary. Some turn and throw that. I've been out for 3 years if I did this. Torn back ligaments or something.
Put away with ease, and why not? He was waiting to be spanked. 6 from the over, 189 for 3. It's catchable at third slip, but there's no one there. There's 3 in the covers, but just 2 in the slips, and that's 4 off the bottom of the bat.
And again, he looks at his bat again, Tendulkar. This is an interesting shot, I will say, an interesting shot.
Well, that's hit Laxman. He's ducked right into it. So leg buys for evading the bouncer.
Well, it was most unlike James Franklin. In fact, I don't think it was duckable height. I think he just didn't pick it up. We took his eye off it very quickly because you can see quite clearly if he stood up straight, he could easily just get in behind. And
oh, that's close. Just hit him outside the line. What a good bit of bowling, though. And that is over, and that is tea. Maybe a bit of bat as well. So there it is. Gambhir was the first to go in the session, caught by McCullum off a nice delivery from Chris Martin for 72. Dravid bowled O'Brien for 66. Tendulkar's moved nicely onto 25. He did have a life. Was caught a very difficult chance to Daniel Flynn at mid-wicket, running away from him. Lakshman's there on 4. 61 overs gone, so 19 overs left to the second new ball. Martin O'Brien, the 2 wicket takers, and of course the run out of Sehwag by James Franklin in the first session.
oh, lucky there. It'll run away down to the fence, and it will get there too, but like Jingo's, it could have gone back onto the stumps.
So easily, so easily. He was looking to knock the cover of the ball there. Oh, it's just bounced over the stumps. So Tendulkar having a share of luck. Another day, it could have been another result. That's good calling. He had to hurry.
That's gone through. Lovely placement there, and it should almost get there. Guptill, he's quick. Hell, he ran it down. Well done. Good for it. Most of that chase, he was never going to get it.
As he covers ground quickly. Timing was good from Lakshman here. He thought it was a boundary once he beat the field. But good work.
How good's that? You know, man, it's going back to the Nathan Astle days. isn't it, really? I mean, nothing different. A guy who can bat 4 or 5, get good runs for you consistently, and tidy up an end for you as a bowler. Bit quicker than Nathan Astle.
Yeah, he is quicker, and he's bigger as well.
Got a problem with that? A little outside edge. Luck for Lakshman. Something against big people, Rick.
He's taller than Nathan Astle.
Nathan who? It'll be Martin and O'Brien. Pulled away, and it's a chance. Missed. Speaking of Ian O'Brien, he was on the deep square fence. It's 220 for 3.
Well, it was a dreadful mistake here from VVS Laxman. Surely he knew the player was out there. He pulled up, and he nearly pulled out. And that's gone down. How costly could that be? Tendulkar's been put down, a very tough chance. That was tough as well, perhaps slightly easier than the one that, well, definitely easier than the one that Flynn dropped. Very costly. He's always an honest try, Ian O'Brien. Probably what's brought him to the forefront of the stack of late is that he just charges in. Very accurate. And
this time in the air and over the top of Gully. It's Jesse Ryder at Gully. The waiter was right. A little bit of a way movement for Ian O'Brien. And a false shot again from Lakshman.
living dangerously, VVS Laxman at the moment. He took a good stride. It was safely in the gap, but it wasn't controlled. Just a wee bit of movement away in the air. That's why he wasn't able to control it. He had to reach for it.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Difficult little period here for Laxman. Nearly offered a chance at Gully. Definitely offered one to O'Brien. Out on the backward square boundary. Now O'Brien desperately trying to make amends for that and get his man.
Comes through the gap as well. Outside edge, but into the ground this time, and 4 more. 50 partnership for Laxman and Tendulkar.
Well, you're a bowler, Simon Dill. How did this sort of thing make you feel?
Yeah, pretty ordinary. He almost beat the batsman. Yes, it went into the ground, but not the favoured area for a bowler to be hit at all.
It's probably you compound it with a chance maybe through Gully, beat the bat with a beauty, and then cough up 4 more in that fashion. It must be frustrating.
Short one to finish for Ian O'Brien. 228 for 3.
Just a hint of turn there. He's bowled it at 79k. That's one of the slowest deliveries he's bowled. And he's got the ball to grip the surface. Almost carrying to the man at first slip.
Well, that may interest him a bit further now. May change his plans a little. Over. 233 for 3. So this one was the slowest ball, and it did bounce, but it did not carry.
He's got that through. He was in total control of that shot.
Yes, and because driving is difficult, anytime you get something that's a bit short and wide, the Indians are just going to pounce on it. And Sachin Tendulkar did that. Beautiful footwork. The balance was beautifully transferred. Look at that. Wow, that is a stunning stroke there from hotspot. Absolutely no risk in that at all. Even Chris Martin enjoyed it. Tendulkar 40.
2:38 for 3, and the new ball has been taken. You see the old ball disappearing into the dressing room. In goal, just asking for someone to take it, and Martin has the new cherry in his hand. Straight away, 2 slips and a gully.
Yes, good call. Now the first thing I notice is that the field hasn't changed. Just 2 slips and a gully.
Now this new ball will definitely encourage the batsman to play a few more shots in front of the wicket. As if the ball is pitched up, because it will come on to the bat a lot better than the older ball.
Yes, it shapes to be a good little hour or so till the end of play. Edged and going. Ross Taylor takes the catch. The drive not there. Laxman was tempted, and Martin has his second.
Well, you can't ask for a better timing to get a wicket. First over with the second new ball. And the outside edge taken, right length, the right area. Lakshman drawn into the drive. And in the end, just playing away from the body. Martin strikes in the first over with the second new ball. And India lose Lakshman for 30. It's 2:38 for 4. Yuvraj Singh comes out to the middle. 26 matches. It's been a truncated career for him, in and out of the side. 300s and 350s. He comes out at a time where New Zealand have got the second new ball in their hand, and really a great chance from New Zealand's point of view to pull things back in this test match. Still plenty of time left today. 3 slips in place now.
Yeah, 3 slips is one too few for me. I think they've got to really look to get that slips cordon completely shorn up with 3 slips and 2 gullies, if not 5 slips all in a row, because this second new ball has already showed that a bit of pace and a little bit of bounce and carry. It wasn't a good stroke from Lakshman. He should have really just had a look for a little bit just to get the feel for the second new ball. That was a poor stroke, and he will know that.
That's good shot. Controlled. Good balance. And good timing as well. It's going to be touch and go here. Did he cross the line with his legs when pulling it back?
Yeah, I would imagine it was a bit of the body that had hit the boundary line as he was touching the ball and flicking it at the same time. And Vettori. So his knees in it there. That's going to be 4.
Yes, it was nicely timed. What I liked about the shot was the big stride. And the way he allowed the ball to swing before he made contact. Onside this time. And consecutive boundaries for Sachin Tendulkar. He will quite prefer this second new ball with the ball coming onto the bat. It's 2:47 for 4.
Well, I think Vettori's made a real serious mistake here, and if he can respond to it. He can take the man out of the attack. There's nothing wrong with that. And he can bring Franklin in, because the pace of Mills is down. It's just too slow and his directions are all over the place. That is just the way it's been for him.
That's a cracking delivery. Goes past the outside edge. This is where he's got to keep the pressure on Yuvraj, make him play around that off stump.
That's good bowling from Martin. He looks to be really pumped for this particular spell. And of course, with the left-hand, right-hand combination batting now, if you had Franklin bowling, you'd have the left-hand, right-hand combination covered with the ball. And that would also mean that Franklin could take the ball away from the left-hander, Yuvraj, if he got down to that end. We'll wait and see what Vettori's going to do.
That's a good shot. Out of the middle, that's 4. When someone has the opportunity in front of you, or you normally open the bowling and the ball's taken away from you, given to someone else, you got the bit between your teeth next time you pick it up, that's for sure.
Well, this won't help Kyle Knowles' mood. This has gone straight through Martin Guptill. Shocking bounce, but straight through him nonetheless. And you could just see the reaction from Kyle Knowles, as if to say, when is it going to all turn around for me? It was off the middle of the bat, but it was straight at and through the cover fieldsman.
And there's 50 for Sachin Tendulkar, and it'll take him to 53 as well from 49. It's a lovely back foot punch.
Oh, this is a terrific cricket shot. What a way to bring up a hard-fought 50. A cover drive off the back foot. It wasn't that bad a delivery. It was maybe a tad short, but just look at that. That is textbook, real textbook stuff. Little punch follow through, nothing too expensive, and just racing away from the pursuing fieldsman. Glorious.
That is luck for Tendulkar. Could easily have gone back onto his stumps. And he come back for a couple.
Now, we talk about Tendulkar. It hasn't been pure. I don't think he'd even disagree with that. It's not been pure Tendulkar. Been a bit patchy, but it's been patient, and certainly elements of luck like that.
Martin's got a ball that's 6 overs old in his hands. We've got a cover point sweeper. And that eludes everyone.
And just for a split second, I'll bet Chris Martin wished he had 2 gullies instead of a cover sweeper, because this went in the air through that region. It was going pretty quick, but was it a catching opportunity? Well, maybe.
Yes, it was. Bottom edge of the bat. That's a lovely shot. Whoa. Don't sound much better than that on any given day.
Well, he's played one off the back foot, Chris Martin, to get to 50, and now he's played one off the front foot, which are just top drawer. Absolute top drawer. Not that bad a ball. Was foolish in length, asked him to come forward on the up, and smacking it straight down the ground.
What about the timing?
Oh.
No follow through here, Smithy.
No.
Oh, that's clever. Really clever.
This is a case of a bloke who's got so much time. I really don't think he was intending to play this shot until almost the ball had got to him, because the first thing he did was look to duck, and then he thought, well, this ball's not that fearsome. I can perhaps have a piece of this. He ducked, then he waited, and then he just ramped it. That's what they call a ramp, folks. It's a new one in the coaching manual. Deliberately hitting the ball up and over.
Well, an outside edge, but short, and well short of Ross Taylor. I think Tendulkar's certainly gesturing to the umpires, and he's finding it very hard to pick the ball up. He's trying his best here. He really is.
Well, Simon Telfel was at square leg. He certainly had the light meter out in between overs.
No!
Because the danger is, and he's just looking at towards square leg now. The danger is, of course, when you go off, you set a precedent, and India might need. They might need light to work in their favour towards the end of this test match. So Ian Gould looking across. He's looking at Simon Telfel. He's looking back. Little nod of the head as if to say it's getting close. Getting close.
Not sure what the light meter's supposed to say, but 0.74, 0.75 was the reading. I'm not sure what it's supposed to say, whether it gets under 0.7, whether it's dangerous or considered dangerous. We'll try and get the word.
I think the gist of that conversation between the two umpires was that Ian Gould doesn't believe it's that good on the meter. And again, Tendulkar motioning as if to say, I'm not seeing it too good all of a sudden. It's two edges and one over. There we go. Here we go.
He's done enough, hasn't he, Sachin Tendulkar? So he is good enough, Sachin Tendulkar, to just say, I'm going to get a couple on the edge that bounce in front of slip, and we might go off.
He's not that good.
Yeah, no, he's that good. He is that good. Telling you.
Well, here's a big call, because this sets the benchmark. What does it say? 0.7. 0.7 was the reading. And Ian Gould's saying, well, if we go, we go. If you want it, you can have it. Tendulkar says, I'll have it, please. Thank you very much.
And that's the situation. Just over 90 overs being bowled. 278 for 4. Gambhir, 72. Sehwag out for 24. Rahul Dravid, 66. And Lakshman, 30. Tendulkar not out 70. Yuvraj not out 8. So highlights from the session so far, and there's been a few of them too. Well, that's probably not one of them. Sachin Tendulkar, Lakshman, and a couple of nice shots. A couple of streaky ones too off the outside edge. At times this was a chance for Ian O'Brien. He just couldn't quite get there. Got fingertips to it, put it down. Another one past gully. Tendulkar just continued on his way, and then the wicket was picked up first time. And the second time with the new ball for Chris Martin, sorry. And the second ball in his over. And Tendulkar just continued on his merry way. Played some beautiful cricket shots, Smithy.
Oh, look, you know, it's been a bit of a clinic in the last 40 or so minutes of stroke play. I mean, that got him to 50. That's as good a back foot cover drive as you'll ever see. And then he started to be a bit cute with an on drive. He played a ramp shot coming up, which you'll just love. That one there. Start 3 shots I would take out of the day's play, and saw them of late. So yes, Tendulkar 70 not out, Yuvraj 8 not out, extras 8, and New Zealand have worked their way through 90.5 overs so far in this innings, and you sort of sense there's a lot more to be done from this honest bowling attack. Honest but not overly threatening. I can tell you also, folks, that play will start tomorrow morning 9 minutes early. 9 minutes early. So if you're looking to tune in, 9 minutes early to watch Tendulkar and Yuvraj Singh Dooley get underway again.
Yes, 10:51 tomorrow morning. So New Zealand 279. Vettori and Ryder, the story of that innings. India 278 for 4. So they trail by only 1 run at the moment. The National Bank Series New Zealand vs India was brought to you by Mitre 10. Series New Zealand vs India is brought to you by Mitre 10.
You have to hurry here. He's run himself out. What a dreadful piece of calling. And he has smashed that for 4. Oh, that's a good shot.
Hammered, and it deserved to be 2. Edged, going this time, and the swing works.
Talk about dining out.
Stuck right into it.
He's got that through. He was in total control of that shot.
There's 50 for Sachin Tendulkar. And it'll take him to 53 as well from 49. It's a lovely back foot punch.
Welcome around the world to Seton Park in Hamilton. This is the 3rd morning of the first test between New Zealand and India. The umpires making their way out into the middle. Overnight rain has cleared to a very pleasant morning, and we're not expecting any weather problems throughout the day. Sachin Tendulkar is on his way to his 42nd test century, is 30 runs away, and the first task for Daniel Vettori and his men is to get rid of him, as well as Yuvraj Singh and Dhoni, and get into the tail, and to make sure that India cannot build up anything like a healthy first innings lead. The match situation sees them knocking on the door of that 278 for 4, and they're just 1 run behind New Zealand's 279 first innings effort. We've seen 2 centuries so far in the match from Vettori and Ryder. We thought we might see a couple yesterday with Gambhir and Dravid, but they fell short. Tendulkar, though, is still looming large.
And then a second boundary in the over. This time off the front foot and in front of square. Wow. Now, can he just continue on, just clear the mind and play every ball on its merits? And those 2 balls deserve to go for 4, particularly this one.
Well, he's got to get this right very quickly, Chris Martin, because he can't give starts. Got to keep the batsmen under pressure, keep them shuffling around the crease, give them no free ones like that. That just builds confidence.
Lovely stroke. It was a no-risk stroke. It was a half volley, but what a beautiful way to open your account up this morning. And a top over for India. It's 291 for 4.
"50 partnership up with this stroke, and what a treat." Sorry, this is the first over from Martin, who didn't get it right in the first 2. And got a couple there or thereabouts. A little sighter there. And look at this. What a magnificent and classical cover drive. And this will run away for 4. It was edgy but well controlled from Yuvraj, who's got away to a flyer this morning. But my point about that is a squaring up type of technique, and as that back foot rolls up onto its toe, everything squares up and you start playing the shot only with your hands. Tendulkar's technique, just magnificent.
It's good bowling from O'Brien. It's the right area. And Yuvraj was equal to the task because he got over the top of it. Holy cow.
Oh, magnificent. 1 from the front foot, 1 from the back foot. It's a clinic. It is a batting clinic.
300 up. Just trying to catch my breath. See the weight distribution, folks. This is, you know, 1 minute he's just leaning into it, and next minute he's just leaning back. Simple movements. Full face of the bat. Punching. Maximum reward along the turf. No risk. And now the square cut. We're just working through the master class, folks. The straight drive's coming soon.
What have we got left? A straight drive, maybe a pull stroke? This cut shot, a perfect cut shot, might I add, takes him into the 90s.
Did not play a shot. He was full of shots when he first came out, and all of a sudden it dried up, and then he didn't play one. Can you believe it? And Martin just goes through him with a straight one.
Well, I put the kiss of death on him there. Certainly, yeah. Round the wicket, change of plan, change of angle. Just a straight misjudgment from Yuvraj. And it's cost him his wicket in that desperate breakthrough. 22. He's out for 314 for 5.
Here's the back of MS Dhoni, but he's coming to the crease. He's not heading anywhere but to the middle. Yuvraj Singh gone. Real shock up here in the commentary box, given what's happened this morning. Anyway, the skipper is out there with the little master.
Yep. Oh, that's good. That's beautifully eased through the onside, and this may well get chased down as well, or not. No, it just had enough on it to race away. So Dhoni is underway, and a shot he played with consummate ease.
Oh, it's a shame. It's a shame for Ian O'Brien, because he just bowled a very good bouncer, and you follow it up with a half volley on leg stump to get a guy off the mark.
Yeah, we've got a... Okay, we've got Tendulkar. That's magnificent. Oh, my goodness. That was so nonchalant, I thought it couldn't possibly be runs.
It was gentle from Ryder, 122 Ks. Again, just that, exactly what Martin Crowe was talking about this morning. Just those check drives. Not full flourishing drives, hard wicket to drive on.
Wow, look at the... You know that shot that Dhoni played in Christchurch? Where after he hit it, he just didn't even hardly look where it went?
Guided. A thick edge, but still effective stroke from Tendulkar. 335 for 5.
Thought there was an adjustment in the end here by Tendulkar. You can see deliberately opening the face of the blade. He just had that extra bit of time for him to decide, okay, I'm going to try and work it through third man. And have a look at this. How good is that now? Again, just easing it through the offside. It's a packed offside field. There's a short cover. There's a man at mid-off. There's a man at cover as well. There's a man at point. And hence he had to find the gap. And what does he do? Just open the face of the blade. Superb timing once again. Just that transfer of weight. That's when he makes contact with the ball.
It's a good stroke. In fact, that might be 4. It will be. Wow.
He's just picking his spots now. I really like the intent today from Tendulkar. He's come out with a real positive frame of mind to play his shots, and yes, the balance is so good.
I'll chase this one, but only for a couple of metres, because I'll see it rocketing into the third man boundary. This shot might look as though the bowler has a chance, but I can assure you that the Indian players, they use this in the one-day game all the time, and it is risk-free to a certain extent, as they're always hitting the ball into the ground. 4 for Dhoni, his second 4. Nicely placed, and there's always a bit of meat in behind the stroke because Dhoni does have a heavy bat and he does punch hard. Second boundary in the over.
Yes, the ball stays hit when he hits it. There may not be a big flourish at the end of it all, but it's just a punch through the offside. Good transfer of weight into the shot. Nice strong wrists as well.
I think
who do you mention?
Oh, there's 4. Brendon McCullum couldn't get down low enough to gather that in. So 4 byes.
Who do you mention? Waddle.
Yeah, Brian Waddle, radio commentator.
He's also got a cast iron gut because and it's still going strong, because if you want to have a good lunch in New Zealand,
similar build,
just follow him because he's first to the lunch tables at all times.
They obviously, I think they got crook. The whole New Zealand team got crook the night before the rest day at a function. Had the rest day to try and recover and didn't. Punching straight, Tendulkar. Guess what? 4 more. Unbelievable.
Well, that's his trademark shot, and once it beats the bowler, the outfield is so quick. Well, he just seems to be enjoying it now. Yes, these little punches. No real flourish from either Dhoni or Tendulkar with the big exaggerated follow through. Just a punch, and that's good enough. But
it's the best place to hit the ball, just past the stumps. Shortest part of the boundaries here at Hamilton. And 4 more, just to wrap up the over. 3 4s in a row. 1 was byes and 2 glorious strokes from Tendulkar. 13 from the over, 369 for 5.
And he starts with a wide one, and that's going to go for 4. Just can't find any rhythm.
I don't know if it was placement here from Tendulkar that meant he was able to hit it far enough in front to pick up the boundary with the man out there, or just the lack of pace from the first delivery.
Cracked away, and this could go for 4. Wow, he's really smashed that. The ball before, he spanked it to mid-off. That time, he got a bit of width and just nailed it.
Oh, the timing here is just superb. It's wide, but the bat speed close to the middle of the bat, and the timing just unbelievable. Daniel Flynn thought he had every chance of cutting this off. That'll be 4 for Tendulkar. Very good sweep shot. I'm not avoiding the question, Martin. I just thought we'd better point that out. But look, Tim Southee, for mine, is the best and most promising young bowler that we have, and he should be. I just feel again that 1 bad performance or 2 bad performances from Tim Southee have just cost him a spot in the side, and you just can't do that to young cricketers.
Oh, that's lovely from Dhoni. That is lovely. It's not as pretty, but he shovels it, doesn't he, with that bottom hand to great effect as the 400 comes up.
It's different. But you expect that from wicket keepers, Marty, don't you? It's just, they're all different. You know, they all hit the ball differently, wicket keepers. They have their own techniques and their own way of batting. Oh, you enjoy watching this fella as well. It's hockey.
Crunch off the front foot. Now, you almost sensed that he just was going to go down the pitch to the ball, because he was on the move when he hit that. He hit at the top of the bounce. And they both enjoyed it. Look at that.
I can't describe it. I just want to watch it.
Well, he stood taller. That was it. He stood taller.
Just raced away. Yeah, quickly that got to the boundary.
Dhoni on strike on 29. Lovely shot, the pull shot, and he showed it as a shot he likes to play. Just stood and looked at it and then just swatted it off his face.
The umpire was in danger here, I think, Marty. Short. Yes, there he was. Thought so, doing a little bit of a dance at square leg, the umpire.
Well, that's magnificent, the way he's climbed up and got above the ball and then just rolled the wrist down, and he was only looking to take Ian Gould out on the shin. Hitting it straight into the ground. Nice boundary, his 5th. And 4 more. Martin expectedly going full, and Dhoni just mothers it down the ground for another 4.
100 partnership. Dhoni starting to take control.
Shovels it, doesn't he? Not much top hand in that. Slashing away, Dhoni, and he's starting to find some real form here now. And it's his 7th boundary. He's starting to dominate the run scoring just for the moment. As Vettori drops short. Very flat. Easily punched. Straight off the meat of the bat.
This time he is going. He is going, so he gets him in the end. O'Brien, he has his man. And a little feather from Dhoni down the leg side, and he was off as soon as McCullum took the catch.
Yes, he was walking. No, good thinking by O'Brien. He bowled a few bouncers to Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and this one he got it nice and high and close to the body. Just getting the glove on the way. McCullum making no mistake whatsoever. And an important partnership being broken just when Dhoni was beginning to look dangerous. He goes for 47. It's 429 for 6.
Harbhajan Singh is the new player, averaging 16, but his batting has improved as his career's gone on, and he could be quite a good foil here if New Zealand can't get him early. The Tendulkar, he'll try and bat time with Master while he's there, and he will bring the deucer into play. Wide from Vettori, and Harbhajan flat batting it through square for 4 to get off the mark. And that is the end of the over at 4:34 for 6.
Oh, just a punch drive down the ground. Lag it away, that's 4 more.
You run out of words. You run out of superlatives to describe how this bloke plays.
It's the efficiency and the simplicity of it all that I love. Full face of the bat. Straight back past the bowler. Magnificent stuff. That's so skillful. Well, that's not traditional, and that's out. Tendulkar is finally gone, and it took an absolute ripper of a short ball from O'Brien, who's put a lot of effort into the spell, and a mistake from the little master.
Well, he thought it was coming back into him, Sachin Tendulkar. He was looking to work this onto leg side. He thought he was outside off stump. He watched the bat, wanted to work it round to the leg side. Got a healthy outside edge. Ross Taylor did the rest, and Ian O'Brien ecstatic. He has worked very, very hard in his 30th over of the innings. He picks up the big wicket of Sachin Tendulkar, caught by Ross Taylor for 160 in India, 443 for 7.
Zaheer Khan comes to the wicket at the 4 of the little master. Down the feet, and good feet, sorry, and 4 more. I got excited, as did Harbhajan.
We'll see a bit more of this from Harbhajan Singh now. Tendulkar's gone, he's the senior player. Be a little more aggressive.
goes. He doesn't chase this one. He just stands there and belts it. Belts it all the way.
Good strike this for 6. It was very slow from Vettori to carrot. 72. Really slow, a lot of air, but Harbhajan just reached nicely for it.
Short, and he cuts and he flashes and he gets away with it.
Oh, no man there. Zaheer Khan off the mark with a boundary.
Yeah, just too wide of off stumpers. And just really give it the kitchen sink. More than likely get away with it. Needs to be closer and needs to be over the top of middle and leg. Chasing Zaheer Khan.
Almost hit it straight into the ground.
That's in the air, and that's out. Harbhajan's hold out at mid-off to Mills. Vettori's taken the catch.
Oh, well seen, Rigger. Yes, that was in the air all the way. Dan Vettori, good catch too, diving away to his left, his favoured side. And Kyle Mills picks up a wicket. It was a foolish ball. It was there for Harbhajan Singh, but he just got it a bit aerial. Daniel Vettori away to his left. That's a good catch. Good running catch. Dived, took it comfortably. Harbhajan goes. He's out for 16. It's 4:57 for 8.
Ishant Sharma is the new batsman. Very much a tail ender. In the air and over cover and away for 4. No. Yes.
Just got enough on it. Zaheer Khan. Off the back foot. Over the top. It just slowed down a little bit. And Marty Guptill just a little too late with the dive.
Smashed down the ground for 4. They're going after anything full now, these two players. The Indian tail, they're not prepared to hang around. They'll play their shots. They'll play them very early on. And very nice stroke as well. And a bit of a tired effort from the New Zealand captain.
Oh, that's a good shot. Down on one knee. Crashing it through the covers. The timing not perfect, but good enough.
Well, that's a worry, isn't it? When you're opening bowler being dispatched over cover by the number 9. I'm sorry, but Kyle Mills just has not justified his inclusion in this test match. He just hasn't looked fit enough, and he hasn't really been able to string together enough deliveries to put any pressure on any of the batsmen, let alone Zaheer Khan here.
This is down over mid-off. Vettori in hot pursuit. Beats him. A couple of bounces into the rope. Back-to-back boundaries. And all of a sudden, India 476.
Yep. So if you're starting to pencil in your second test team for Napier, put in Jay Patel and take out K. Mills.
Well, Vettori has dropped himself way back down in the deep here. Mid-off. Long off, and can he haul this one in? It's gone wide of him, has it? Yes, it has. And now India's lead is in excess of 200, and no ball from Mills in the 3rd boundary in a row.
And double jeopardy here. Another half volley and a no ball as well.
not as good as that, though. It's a superb cover drive. And the man out in the deep is Daniel Flynn. I don't think he saw it off the bat because he started to run behind point and had to turn around and run back the other way. I'm not sure he would have got it anyway, but he completely lost sight of it.
It was a nice juicy half volley outside the off stump. And he gets down on one knee and plays it in a calypso fashion. Well, of course, Smithy, you hit all of your 173 onto the leg side and mainly behind square over mid-wicket. So this is a better innings already, just for that fact that he's played a nice cover drive.
Oh, I dreamt of this shot. Really? Yeah, big nick there. He's got to go. Ishant Sharma gets one. And McCullum takes his third catch in the innings. Vettori gets his first wicket. And the last right's almost here with the Indian innings one feels.
Good change of bowling, had to be. Vettori had to get in and just slow this whole process up. Continual boundaries coming off the medium paces, but he's been able to snaffle Sharma. Beautifully caught by McCullum, out for 6 4, 9 2 for 9.
Leg stump, sir. Thank you, sir. Left arm round a
So
wicket.
last man in, Munaf Patel, bowled well. This boy yesterday. No, it was day one. Felt like yesterday. Sweeping, where's that gone? He's got a lot of it. He's picked up 4. India closing on 500, 496 for 9.
Oh, and that is going to really rub a whole dose of salt into the wounds. Man, it's really starting to be painful. 504 for 9.
Zaheer Khan's shown that he's only really got the ability to hit through the offside. Just didn't keep the eye on the ball as it dropped. Therefore, to slip through the fingers. It's got a ball straight, Franklin. More runs. More, another 4. Dreadful fielding.
Oh, this is the sub fielder, I think. This is the bloke who's... is this Tiahu Davis? I think it is Tiahu Davis, the Northern Knights player who's not playing first-class cricket. He plays 2020. He's the sub fielder, and he's been sitting waiting for an opportunity to get out there, and that's what happens.
More like Steve Davis, the snooker player.
Catch it! Top edge, surely. Chris Martin lining it up. This time, yes, safely pouched. Yes, indeed, it's in the bag. And that is the end. That is the end of the innings, Martin Crowe.
Yes, it is the end. It is the end of the innings. Thankfully. Daniel Vettori, nice bit of flight. And he had the right field. Oh, nearly tried to get out. But Munaf Patel has been taken by Martin, and he's gone for 9. 5:20 all out, India. They lead by 241, and there will be applause for Zaheer Khan, his third test 50. 51 not out. That, of course, will be tea here at Seddon Park, but there is the Indian innings because, and it's the biggest too, against New Zealand. 520 in New Zealand. 160 Tendulkar, the standout. We saw a wonderful exhibition this morning and post-lunch. Fantastic. Yuvraj went first thing today for 22. Dhoni, excellent 47. 100-run partnership there. Harbhajan played some shots. Zaheer outstanding. Sharma 6 and Patel 9. And there were really only 2 bowlers as far as I was concerned. Martin 3 for 98. Should have bowled more really in this session anyway. O'Brien 3 for 103, might have a side strain. Mills disappointing, Franklin not up to it, and Vettori picked up 2 at the end, 2 for 90. Ryder none for 24. So the match summary: 279 New Zealand, of course, on day 1. India batted through 520. They have a lead of 241.
Well, pressure time now for the New Zealand top order, because India have assumed complete control in this test match. We're going into the last session of day 3, so there's still so much time for New Zealand to burn, and they have to make runs at the same time. Here's the first ball, Zaheer Khan. And there we go again. And has it gone through, or is it a bump ball? McIntosh is going nowhere. Tendulkar's taken the catch. Has he been given? He's starting to walk. In fact, he has been given. Full of length again.
Well, the Indians didn't waste any time. They'd seen enough of him in the first inning to realize that that's the way to go. Get him to play forward.
He's still not convinced, you know. He's still not convinced him, McIntosh. What do you think, Ravi?
I think it's out because Ian Gold raised the finger straight away. And the way Tendulkar reacted after taking the catch. See, the fingers are under the ball here. Well, he's hurt himself, so he's leaving the field, but he's taken the catch cleanly. And hence the celebrations. But no celebrations for New Zealand here. They've lost their first wicket without a run on the board.
Well, Daniel Flynn is at the crease, folks, but there may be a little bit of talk about the dismissal of McIntosh. He's on a pair. In fact, he's off the pair. Now, there was no doubt about the fact that it was an outside edge, but McIntosh stood there, and we did point that out. And umpire Gould gave him, but should he have? That's the key. There's no doubt about it. It's an outside edge. Did it carry through to Tendulkar on the full? No. It bounced. I think it bounced, Ravi. I'm pretty sure it's bounced there. Has it made contact with the ground there? I don't think that's carried, to be honest. Oh, through the gap. He had this problem in the first innings. He defeated him, and he had some luck on this occasion, Martin Guptill.
I just can't understand why that gap is not plugged. When New Zealand are trailing by as many as they are, you can afford to go for the kill early on. Have even 4 slips in place and a gully if you want, but slip should be there.
And again, going to pick up a boundary here, Martin Guptill. That was along the ground, so quite safe.
He's probing away on that line outside the off stump, and again you can see he's playing a little away from the body, but at least he was in control of that shot. Reasonably loose bottom hand so that the ball goes to ground. Now man moving to a third man position.
Well, if you're going to put him, you're going to have a 2 on the onside, have him as a catcher. Don't have him as a protector or a run saver. Yeah. Good shot. That's one of authority from Guptill in front of square. Lovely stuff.
Now that'll make him feel a lot better. This is a quality shot from a good young player. We saw a lot of this in the one-day series. Standing up tall, good balance when he plays it. Beautifully struck.
Beautiful shot from Martin Guptill, just to emphasise how nice and polite cricket is.
Early on with the ball moving around a little bit, and you've got to respect the new ball, but when it is nice and close to you, as that one was, in a nice close line, attacking off stump, and you're looking to drive straight, no problems with putting away a long half volley.
And then he gets a freebie on leg stump, which he puts away. Might run away for 4. Yes, it will.
Very good shot. Very good shot from a top order player. If the bowler is going to give you one on leg stump, make sure you're good enough to put it away. Make sure your balance is good enough to put it away. That's where you hurt the bowler. When he makes an error, you've got to be in a good enough mental state of mind to hurt him. with a stroke like that.
Cracking shot that off the back foot. That's the best one he's played. It wasn't all that short, but he's creamed it through the offside. That's a young man growing in confidence.
It's a stunning stroke, and he's hit it straight into the ground, which is good. No risk therefore. Head down, looking right at the impact.
Yes, quality shot.
Good stroke. Oh, yeah. Oh, lovely. Lovely timing.
Yes, didn't try and hit it too hard, and once it bounced off the pitch, which it was hit into, it just picked up pace and raced away to the boundary. Straight back into the track. And good placement.
I think Patel looking to try and get one bouncing here. Trying to attempt him to play that cut shot, maybe. Here's some overthrows. Poor cricket. Brendon Sewag just offering up Daniel Flynn an easy 4.
In the air, is it? It is. It's so far in the air. It's 6. Gee, what a sweet shot. He looked like he was cramped for room, Guptill, but he's got it. Good.
Did he get it good? All right. Picked a good line too to take this from. Over the top of leg stump, his hip, and he got it behind square. Very safe, simply because there is no real fine leg. There's a man out who's very square on the boundary.
Now put a mirror down there and just imagine Chris Gale. And again, he finds a gap. There's a cry of catch it, but beautifully executed. And Guptill is racing through now. He's 44. He's on debut, remember.
This was timed very well. It was aerial. And there is 2 men waiting. The mid-on and the straight mid-wicket that was between them.
It's aerial inside. He's gone, Martin Guptill, too short. It was full from Harbhajan Singh, and it just looped straight back to mid-off.
Well, he just can't believe it. This shot's come out of nowhere. Just wonder if the ball stopped on him. One thing, Harbhajan Singh has tossed this one up. Oh, it was a half volley, just the weight not going into the shot. It's a soft dismissal after playing so well. He'll be really disappointed. Great opportunity to make a big score. 48, impressive, but this is a big blow for New Zealand. 68 for 2.
So Kyle Mills, the new man, he's come in to replace Martin Guptill. And just before he faces this first delivery, the last time Kyle Mills came in as a night watchman in a test match, University Oval in Dunedin, out first ball against the West Indies. Darren Powell. And here we go. Harbhajan Singh fired it in very quickly. And Mills to the challenge. It was a little bit leg-side-ish, and bye is given.
Yes, yeah, let's take a look at the wicket again. Oh, just spooned it up in the air. Real soft dismissal. A little credit must be given to Mahendra Singh Dhoni as well. There's no extra cover, so that's a gap that Guptill must have seen and wanting to push the ball in that area. Mid-off was a little wide. Now deciding to change the angle coming over the wicket. Not a bad idea at all. And with two men close in. You see what he's doing. He's looking to try and hit that spot just outside the left-hander's leg stump. It's foolish.
Yeah.
That's a good shot, gone through to misfield, and it should run away for 4 and just have enough on it to get to the boundary for Daniel Flynn. He moves through to 24, and it's 73 for 2.
It's not happy, Harbhajan Singh. Zaheer Khan was the fielder here. He's just bowled a long spell, still pretty stiff. An ordinary attempt in the end. No wonder Bhaji was a little cranky.
Well, earlier today, India started with Sachin Tendulkar and Yuvraj Singh at the crease. And that is what happened in the wash-up of their innings. Tendulkar went through to a magnificent 160. Yuvraj was out for 22. MS Dhoni had 47. And some fight from the lower order. Harbhajan and Zaheer Khan with 51 not out. 520 for India in their 150 odd overs. New Zealand bowlers, well, they toiled long and hard. 3 wickets apiece for Chris Martin and Ian O'Brien, and a couple for Daniel Vettori from his 35 overs. Mills is underway. Pick up a couple. He's off the mark.
As you can
And New Zealand were 241 runs behind, and it didn't start very well at all. Tim McIntosh caught Sachin Tendulkar, bowled Zaheer Khan. Early on. So he was out for naught. McIntosh. It's a good delivery from Zaheer. It's a ball that McIntosh perhaps would have defended, tried to defend. It certainly hurt Sachin Tendulkar's finger. He was pretty sure he was underneath the ball. So was umpire Ian Gould, and he was out. And Gautam just not long ago got an innocuous delivery really from Harbhajan Singh and looped it up to Sehwag at mid-off. 75 for 2.
.75 for 2 at the moment, and I think New Zealand will be really disappointed losing up till just before stumps. He was playing so well. Someone playing his first test match, out for 48. Flynn has got a start. He's in 24. His job will be to stay there till stumps. Just the 1 wicket taken, that by Harbhajan Singh. Well, that's the state of the game at the moment. New Zealand still trailing by a big margin, 166. They've got 8 wickets in hand. I think this is a good line to the left-hander over the wicket. He's got a forward and backward short leg. be looking to try and snap 1 wicket before stumps. There are rough patches outside the left-hander's leg stump, and Harbhajan looking to bowl full, pitch it up there.
Oh, that's better. Better from Daniel Flynn. He does not have to play anything. The pitch is outside leg stump. You'd like to see him keep a little less gap between his legs there, Ravi, to be honest, just in case one turned a bit more. Just intent on getting through to stumps, I think. Daniel Flynn, Kyle Mills, and all around the bat. 4 of them, 5 with MS Dhoni. Oh! Very quick delivery. 100 Ks.
Yes, I think he'll have another man even close in on the offside. You can see a puff of dust after the ball pitches, but that's because it's a fullish length. Now changing the angle again, coming from around the wicket.
Maiden over for Harbhajan, 75 for 2. .75 for 2. 1 over to go in the day's play. And a change. Yuvraj Singh out of the attack. 3 overs, none for 4. Munaf Patel to bowl the last over. And why would you say that, Ravi? Because he knocked Kyle Mills' poles over in the first innings.
And also the fact the sun is out now, so the light won't be a factor. So good move by Dhoni.
What are the chances of him going wide of the crease and trying to bowl a Yorker?
First ball.
Oh, not wide of the crease, but he got the Yorker right. And Mills was up to it.
Not a bad delivery to bowl first up. Bang on target again.
Oh, that's a beauty. Good stuff, Munaf Patel.
I think he's got to mix up his length, bowl the short delivery as well.
Oh, is that pad first? No, it's not. And Daniel Flynn, rightly so, says no. It's your job to stay there, Kyle Mills. You're out here as night watchman to protect me so that I'm here batting in the morning. You stay there. Do your job.
Lucky to get that inside edge. But he's getting the ball to come back into the right-hander here, Munaf Patel.
Going down leg.
He's living dangerously. And once again, he's got some bat on it. This would have gone down leg side in any case. And this is a good effort from Munaf Patel for the final over.
That's really good stuff. Pressure is all on Kyle Mills here. About 3 terrific deliveries for a bloke who's had a rest. He's come back in for his 5th over. Been watching the spinners bowl for a while. What's he got left? 3 balls to go. Just a bouncer and a Yorker to finish, Ravi.
He's got a man in leg gully position, so that's not a bad call, trying the short delivery. I still feel, my gut feeling is he'll be itching to bowl another Yorker and get the ball to sneak through. And there's another man coming into the slip cordon, so 3 slips in place.
Another full straight one. Mills up to it. 1 ball remaining. A lot of nerves for Kyle Mills, I think. He'll know that he didn't do the job last time. He was asked to be night watchman. He wants to get through. 1 more ball. Saying to himself, just keep this one out. Last chance for Munaf Patel. Survive. It's pad first. It's a terrific delivery.
And a very good decision from Ian Gold, because there was a lot of pressure in that over, a lot of inside edges, but this one, you're right, Dooley, it hits the pad first, then the bat, and that would have gone on to hit the stumps. You can see hot spot clearly saying first pad, then bat. That would have crashed into middle and leg. And India finish off a terrific day.
Oh, magnificent Munaf Patel. You're asked to do a job. You haven't bowled for about 45, 50 minutes. Kyle Mills goes for 2. I guess in part he did his job, but this will show you crashing middle and leg. Good decision. Not a tough decision, but a good one. Munaf Patel gets the congratulations from his teammates. Good effort from him. 1 for 14 now from 5. And Daniel Flynn remains unbeaten at the end of the day. Been a very, very good day for India. So day 3 of the test match ends with New Zealand 3 for 75. McIntosh out early for naught. Guptill for 48. Daniel Flynn is not out, 24. He'll be joined first thing in the morning by Ross Taylor, because last ball of the day's play, Kyle Mills, the night watchman, was out. LBW to Munaf Patel for 2. Bowling side of things, it's been a good effort from the Indian bowlers. Zaheer Khan 1 for 14, bowled well. Sharma, no wickets for him. Patel 1 for 14. Harbhajan 6 very tight overs, 1 for 8. And Yuvraj just the 3 overs for 4 runs. So New Zealand trail by 166 runs after they scored just 279 in the first innings. India 520, and New Zealand in their second innings 75 for 3. So day 4 of the test match, and the first test between New Zealand and India from Seddon Park in Hamilton will be live on air at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. Be another beauty. Make sure you join us then. The National Bank Series New Zealand vs India was brought to you by Mitre 10. The National Bank Series New Zealand vs India is brought to you by Mitre 10.
Lovely strike. And nice quick up. We're just working through the masterclass, folks. Did not play a shot.
Comes up on 99. Short. He's whipped it away. There's a chance for a run out, but he's got it. Test match century number 42.
Nicely placed, and there's always a bit of meat in behind the stroke. Quite picking that up for some reason.
Well, that's not traditional. It's out. Tendulkar's finally gone, and it took an absolute ripper.
Good stroke. Oh, yeah. Oh, lovely.
It's 6.
Gee, what a sweet shot.
It's aerial and he's out. He's gone, Martin Guptill, too short, and it just looks straight back to mid-off.
Welcome around the world to Seddon Park in Hamilton. This is day 4 of New Zealand against India, and it's a pretty overcast sort of a morning. Good bowling conditions, and that'll suit the Indian attack just fine because they're in control of this test match. They might even go on to win it today unless New Zealand finds some serious resolve. The umpires, as you see, are almost out in the middle on the pitch. 279 New Zealand made on the first day. They were asked to bat by MS Dhoni. They didn't do it too well, apart from Vettori and Ryder. Then India bounced back with a long, patient, marathon-like 520 from 152.4 overs, which wore New Zealand down in the end. It was beautiful stuff to watch if you're an Indian fan and if you're a pure cricketing fan, actually. And then New Zealand late last night lost a couple of wickets. They're 3 down, so they've got some tough times ahead, and MS Dhoni there in the huddle just reinforcing the fact that they have New Zealand where they want them. Fellas, let's not let it slip. So Ross Taylor comes out this morning to face his first ball alongside Daniel Flynn. Over in the commentary box waiting for us, Mark Richardson and Simon Dool.
Thank you, Smithy. Good morning to our viewers wherever you may be. And the first task here for New Zealand is to get through to 166, or knock off a further 166. Make India bat again. It'll take well into the second session, I'd imagine. A genuine opportunity here for some New Zealand batsmen to get themselves established and play a good test innings. Get the feeling, though, Simon, it needs for 3 of them to play really good test match innings here.
Yes, at least. Rigger, good morning to everyone tuning in. It's a tough ask, a really tough ask. It's one of those days of test match cricket where somebody has to do something very, very special from a New Zealand point of view and really try and blunt this Indian attack and not give them anything for the first half hour to an hour, as Martin Crowe mentioned. Whether it's Ross Taylor, Daniel Flynn continues on. Jesse Ryder batted so well in the first innings. James Franklin got a rough one. Is he due to get some runs at test match level? McCullum and Vettori. Now the keys. Somebody needs 100 and a pretty big 100 too, a la Sachin Tendulkar's 160.
New Zealand simply have to bat 5 sessions from this point, because we know what India can do if they have to knock off a challenging run chase in short time. They've got the goods to do it. But it starts here, starts this morning. 7 wickets in hand for New Zealand and a lot of time to use up. Here's Zaheer Khan.
Yeah.
First runs of the morning. Flynn just tucked off his hip.
Yep.
That's a good single. And Taylor off the mark. Edge. Oh, doesn't carry. Just falling short. There's a genuine edge
Rahul Dravid, the man at first slip. Now, just seen a couple of balls this morning not quite carry through to MS Dhoni. Went hard at it again, Taylor. Hard at the ball.
This is just a straight lead. Why defend that? Why try to defend that ball? In the air, but safely away. It was a little close for Flynn to really get over the top and control it, but he hit it well, and he'll pick up 4. Short again. This time it's pulled away on the onside. That is a good stroke.
Yeah, this is a really good shot. His leg stump tailing down. Flynn was onto it very quickly.
Good delivery. There's a hint of something there, but Ian Gould says not out.
No, hit the bat on his pad, Ross Taylor. That was the noise. Wasn't a woody sound. I think you'll find on the replay, probably missed the ball by about an inch. Good delivery, though.
Yeah, it's straight in. Good stroke.
Probably went a little bit finer than Flynn would like, but he got into good body position. He's played that stroke on a number of occasions now. 6 boundaries for Flynn.
Positive intent and no half measures. He flashed hard. And got it away nicely. There was width on offer, so he had the opportunity to free his arms.
Yeah.
One-handed and 4 more.
Well, he's in a very positive frame of mind here, Daniel Flynn. And this was struck on the up, but again he had the angle to work on.
Yeah.
Daniel Flynn will get the strike. And 100 up for New Zealand. 100 for 3. And now we'll look forward to him batting well in the next decade. Good stroke, really good stroke. In fact, his best of the day because it was in front of square, full face. And 50 up.
Yes, it's a good innings, this, from Daniel Flynn. What I like is his intent this morning. He's looked to be busy. He's put the bad ball away.
Yeah.
2 more. In fact, we'll make it 3, eh? Nicely run. I sense here, Ravi, I sense here that Ross Taylor, who's been now at the crease for 1 hour, as we approach drinks, just 4 singles. And I sense just a couple of things he's done that he's, and also just going through for that single, that he wants to start getting things moving. That could be a bad thing. To go from scoring 4 singles and 29 balls to all of a sudden trying to make something, trying to hit a 4 and lead to your downfall. And that is exactly what has happened.
Well called, Martin Crowe. He was fidgety, he was edgy. You could almost sense that he wanted to make a move. Unfortunately for him, it's cost him his wicket. And India get the breakthrough. It was a good, sharp catch. He's got a good pair of hands, Sehwag, and he made it look easy. That ball was travelling. So India strike just on the stroke of drinks. New Zealand 110 for 4.
And so now New Zealand are in worse shape. They're 4 for 110. They still trail by a large margin. 43.3 overs is what they've batted. And India are just persevering, not hurrying, but just plugging away. 1 for 24. And Patel, who's been the find of this test match, 2 for 25. So Khan, he and Harbhajan share in the wickets. So now it's Jesse Ryder at the crease. And can he do it again? Can he go back to back? Scott Styris is alongside me. We sat in the back of the commentary box and we're both looking at each other saying, Ross Taylor, 4 runs in an hour. It's not his game.
No, it's not. And I think that, or what we've seen, is the beauty of Test cricket. And when you're a naturally aggressive player like Ross Taylor is, you want to feel the bat on ball. And the Indians have bowled at him very well this morning, kept it in that area, and he's looked like he's fishing at the ball because he just wants to feel it.
See, there is a difference, though, between feeling the bat on the ball and seeing your name and the number increasing your next to it. And the air, oh, gosh, and Jesse Ryder just got away with that. It was a carrot dished up by Patel, and Harbhajan Singh was at cover. He couldn't get across to it.
Another perfect example here of what we've just been talking about with Taylor. You just want to feel bat on ball when you're an aggressive player. And that's not too far away. Just a little bit early, leaning back on it a touch.
And hello, hit side on. I don't even think they'll go up. Well, he's going to, Simon Telfer, but I'm pretty sure that Jesse Ryder's home is quite casually run towards the end of it. I don't think there's too much of a problem, but it's nervous stuff.
Yeah, it certainly is. Jesse Ryder's a lot more agile than he may well look. He's comfortably home.
Oh, good shot. Great shot from Ryder, controlled over the top of it. And Jesse's underway. Back-to-back boundaries.
And these Indian guys, you know, they're just as concerned as we are. I mean, people seem to forget that. And basically what's happening is if the players can be assured that everything's going to be okay, and you can never be 100% assured. There's always going to be concerns, and if somebody wants to do something, there's not a lot you can do to stop it.
Oh, Jesse Ryder. He's brought the same form out again. Oh, that's a beauty. It's gone all the way. Massive blow.
I would like to have thought India and Ishant Sharma in particular would have had enough of Jesse Ryder doing that at Eden Park in the last one-day international, but it doesn't seem to be the case, and that's a beautiful stroke, and that's cleared the boundary quite comfortably in the end.
Well, it may be the way that Jesse wants to try and get New Zealand back into this somehow. It's a lovely stroke.
A nice reply from Jesse Ryder. Just easing that one through the covers.
Now that's back leg gone. Yes, caught on the back leg. It straightened. Went through the defences of Ryder. He went nowhere. Couldn't get bat on it and has been trapped in front.
Now slower too. Well-flighted delivery from Harbhajan Singh. Really good bowling. Round the wicket to the left-hander. Watch this pitch, a roundabout. Off stump, straight and back leg. That is out. Not a tough decision. And that is hitting middle and off stump. And a good bit of bowling from Harbhajan Singh. Simon Taufel agrees. Jesse Ryder goes for 21. New Zealand now 132 for 5.
Talk about an acid test and a test of character. Talk about it being hot on the kitchen. Well, James Franklin's just walked in, sitting on a pair, averaging under 20. Harbhajan Singh. Oh! Now I'll go up here because it hit his pad first. The doubt was that it may have just got him outside the line as he stepped forward into the stroke, but tentative.
Well, probably hitting off stump, Marty. It's pad first. You can see the flap of the pad there, just below that, right on the knee roll, the top of the 3 knee rolls.
Well done. He'll come back for a comfortable 3.
That's really nice. Getting into his work, isn't he, Harbhajan now?
That's 4 runs to Flynn. Nicely put away. He's played that shot really well. 9 fours now.
He's earned them by being such controlled defensively.
Yeah, because it good shot there. I'll pick up a couple. It does bother me. I can see that for this match they've set down the batting order, and they've said to James Franklin, you're batting at 6. Of course, he's 7 with a night watchman. McCullum is at 7. He's now 8, and Vettori has moved to 9, and therefore he's only ahead of O'Brien and Martin. Now, if Vettori was to be 10 not out, it would be a bit silly, I would have thought.
Should get 2.
It was a nice, positive little push, that.
Catch it!
Yes, and that's what Harbhajan also does. At times he'll bowl cross-seam, so that when it comes out, the seam's all over the shop. There you go. That's a different delivery. That's the top spinner. Still to come, McCullum, Vettori, and Brian. Upish, but it'll run away to the boundary. And there was extra bounce there for Harbhajan. Was playing forward, might have just been struck outside. 154 for 5.
Just another example of where Franklin needs to be a bit more positive in defence. See, it's only really a half stride forward, isn't it? As a tall man, he could be getting right out to that delivery, and if it does hit him in the pad, not saying lunging, a good positive stride, and then nice and still when he goes to play, but there's no chance if he takes a big stride of being given out ABW.
That's in the air, taken. Good piece of bowling by Harbhajan Singh. He's enticed the drive, and in the end, another soft dismissal for New Zealand. It was half-hearted from Franklin, and he's paid the price for it.
It was a big, expensive drive out of the rough. Always high risk, beautifully thrown up. Delivered at 85k. That's slow for Harbhajan and just a gift. An absolute gift. And Franklin, his comeback match at number 6 is not good. Out for 14, 154 for 6.
Brendon McCullum comes out to the middle. And New Zealand in deep trouble at the moment. Still trailing by 87. 42 matches, close to 2,000 runs in the game. And to be honest, he's a much better player than that average suggests. Just under 32. 1250s, 200, so he could do with a better conversion rate. Now the question to be asked is how is he going to approach this innings? He's a naturally aggressive player, but the state of the game is such where he might have to be a little more responsible. Harbhajan Singh on the attack. Good to see all men in. Catch it is the shout. It was a good delivery. Turn and bounce for the off spinner. And a streaky start here for Brendon McCullum. It's 155 for 6.
That was a beauty. It bounced all right. Just the traditional off spinner. It was the bounce that got McCullum. You're always likely to be a little heavy-handed early because you're going to be nervous. You're going to look to get out there. It was a beauty.
You still need to erase 86 runs. Good stroke there. Afternoon, Scotty.
Yeah, I think it's a good point you make. Brendon McCullum is the sort of player who looks at things the glass half full, and he'll be sitting there thinking, not how can I save this game, but how can I even try and win this game?
More runs for Flynn, and he'll get 4. He guided that beautifully, in fact, in the end. He used the pace a bit quicker from Harbhajan. It was 90 Ks. And another boundary, his 10th today.
He hits that ball so late at times. We've talked all day, really, about how the batsmen tend to go at the ball hard. Flynn's probably the opposite. He waits for the ball to come to him, plays it under the eyes and very late. Even though that ball from Harbhajan bounced quite nicely, he had a good enough technique just to ride it and guide it down through the gully.
Yeah, he's gone this time. I just saw the ball go onto the ground, but it was just a Gambhir actually throwing the ball back to the umpire. What a sharp bit of catching there in its short leg, and a terrific bit of bowling. It was the dusha, because it came back to Flynn, got the inside edge.
Harbhajan really is a champion bowler. We saw a little puff of dust there. Daniel Flynn not able to control it, and he's got himself out in front of the pad, as I've just said. He's playing the ball so late and waiting for him to come to him, but here, just pushes at it. As Daniel Flynn leaves for 67, New Zealand are now 161 for 7.
Centurion from the first innings. That was his 3rd Test century. Daniel Vettori now coming in at number 9, with New Zealand still trailing by 80. His average is 28, but in the last 6 years he's averaging 40 for New Zealand. So he's turning himself into a terrific all-rounder, probably more of a batting all-rounder, you could say, given that his bowling average at Test level in the last 6 years is also 40 per wicket. Anyway, he's here on a losing cause. So 7 down now. Oh, that's going to be close. It's not done enough, but man, that is asking for big trouble.
I was just going to pose a question. How should Brendon McCullum play this? Well, you really do give the umpire the option of giving you out if you're not going to play a stroke. And I personally would like to see Brendon McCullum now trying to take the initiative back, because that is whilst a good decision, one that you must think the umpire's looking very hard at.
McCullum obviously trying to get himself in, thinking that was an easy leave, but a bit of a scare instead. So he's had a couple already.
Right on.
Here's Patel. Oh, that's got to be close. That has got to be close. Just outside the line again. I think that's a good decision. But boy, is Munaf Patel asking the question big time here.
If I'm in the fielding side, I know I'm going up for the next one, that's for sure. Most umpires, that looks like it's caught him on the move, and I'd be very interested to see whether this has hit him in line.
No, I think it has. Well, I think it's hit it right on off stump. He just moved his pad outside the line a fraction after the ball was striking the pad. But Gould has given him the benefit. Vettori now on strike.
Oh, yeah.
Straight away, good timing. It's a good over that from Patel. 162 for 7. I think Munaf Patel will be quietly pleased that he can bowl to McCullum just by virtue of what's happened in the last 5 minutes than to Vettori, who he struggled to dismiss in the first innings. Good rhythm. It's got a nice action, gets in nice and tall, and that is a lovely release. Good stroke, that'll be 4. He played a lot more strokes square the wicket in the first innings. This is one of the first times he's hit down the ground on the offside, and it looks good when he does it.
Just a continuation here from the first innings for Daniel Vettori. Beautiful extension through it, and he just caresses it down the ground. Whack a few, as we see. That's what we're used to seeing in the one days when he opens the batting. And if he just does this for an hour, take the fight to them, you just never know.
$2,000 runs for Brendon McCullum. He acknowledges the PA announcing it to the crowd here.
Oh, yeah. Brendon McCullum said it all, really.
Yes, he did. Straight back past the man who's very straight at short mid-off.
It's a nice stroke from McCullum. Just leaned back and eased that past cover point all the way for 4.
Lovely shot. Really nice bit of timing from Brendon McCullum. Clamped him for room a little bit, and he was equal to the task.
Daniel Vettori's turned and walked. He didn't even wait for the decision. Harbhajan Singh, he's elated, as are the Indians. They've removed the New Zealand captain.
Well, it's pad first, then it's squeezed off the bat. You know, I think the inside of the bat, and then straight through to MS Dhoni. It's the ball here, straight the pad, and then he's just got a little inside edge, and it's just looped off the top of the pad, off the flat, straight through to MS Dhoni. He's done the rest. Vettori didn't even bother hanging round for the third, for the umpire's decision. It's gone for 21. It's 199 for 8.
Well, Harbhajan has got them through to the real tail now. Ian O'Brien comes out to the middle and coming into the commentary box to see how long New Zealand can last here as Ravi Shastri and Scott Stars.
Well, he's come out there armed to the teeth. Now here's the opportunity. All out there to save the single. Still goes for it. He's quick. And he gets the run easily. So that will bring O'Brien on strike to Zaheer Khan. And you could expect an in-swinging Yorker first ball. He gets the single. Big applause from the crowd. He squeezed that out. And we'll get 4 for that.
Yeah, good shot here from Ian O'Brien. I'd love to say he deliberately opened the face of that and squeezed it through the vacant point area. But it's also one thing that players notice. We know this, and we know that he's a very strong bowler in his first spell. So you tend to sit on him and let him have, I guess, the running, if you like, as we see a fantastic shot from McCullum. The fielder's back there at deep backward point, and he just caresses it through that region for 4.
Yeah.
This time it needs a dive, but it's too quick.
McCullum playing some good cricket here. He's playing straight to the good balls, and he's just waiting for a little bit of width. Putting it away with good timing. Maybe a bouncer or two might... no. 4 runs instead.
It's all the way to the boundary, and McCullum helping himself to some runs here. Again, a controlled shot.
And New Zealand slowly but surely starting to reduce this deficit to make India bat again. Zaheer hooked away. That sounded good off the bat, and it is. 4 more.
Went after that one, and it sounded sweet the moment the ball hit the bat. This goes to show he's got a good eye. Picked the length up quickly, hits it in front of square. That gives him a chance to reach a half century now. He's 1 boundary away.
Yes, he's a wonderful stroke maker. Very gifted man.
Right on.
Just like to see him scoring runs for New Zealand when it really matters. That's the first innings on the first day. I think he might be gone. We're going to go upstairs. Ian O'Brien. Might just be short here.
It's going to be touch and go. It's going to be a tight call. He's a tall man. He reached out towards the crease. Indians aren't too confident. He might have just made his ground. Is his bat on the line?
Look at the line, though. It's not actually straight. If we're going to go on the line in the crease, you'd give that. You would give that. His bat is on the line.
And the bails are dislodged. This will give you a clearer idea. The bails are dislodged. The bat is on the line. I think he's gone.
Yeah, the bottom of the bat is on the line, even though the toe of the bat is maybe over. See, it's interesting, isn't it? The line that's painted just has a little sort of a curve in it. It's not as straight as it could be. So we will prolong the agony.
Yeah.
The only thing is that there could be a case where they might have to come out and bat again. Good 50 for Brendon McCullum. It's 236 for 8.
He's played well. He's played well.
Mean your best bowlers. McCullum gets that one away for 4. And India have to bat again. 2 balls left in the over.
Right on. Yeah, 3.
Oh. The call was for 3. Not sure they'll get there. Oh, they're going to go anyway. Poor fielding, and good running. And O'Brien sweeps well, picks up 4. 50 partnership up.
And that brings up the 50-run partnership between O'Brien and Flynn.
As we see here once again, O'Brien, who before tea played the sweep shot as well.
Got the Chris DeMarco out now. Now claw grip. Couple more for McCullum. And 250 up for New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
It's an outside edge. It should run away for 4, and it will.
Beautiful bowling here from Harbhajan Singh. He deceives McCullum, and it's the outside edge. So there's no real reason for him to panic here.
It's well played from Ian O'Brien. He'll pick up 4 here. Really well played. Harbhajan tried to spear that in. Middle and leg stump at 109 Ks. A real dart.
Yeah, my first impression here was that this was good bowling. Ian O'Brien is shaped to sweep. So Harbhajan Singh has decided he's going to spear it in nice and full.
McCullum goes high in the air. Over extra cover. And 4 runs. Lost sight of it completely. The fieldsman out at deep point. Maybe Harbhajan, I think, he just gestured as if he did not see anything.
Yeah, and just as we were saying, by bringing the field up, McCullum changes the game plan and goes for it. Whilst he didn't get all of it, certainly enough. And as we see, Harbhajan Singh, all he can do is just jog after it at that point.
Yeah.
That's 4.
Beautiful shot here from McCullum. Just rocks back and knocks it out to the deep point boundary where there's no fielder. But yes, managed to pick up a couple of Rohit Sharma's bats. I hope he's listening in India. He said he was getting 20 delivered to his house.
He's given him. No, I'm not sure about this one. I'm feeling O'Brien hit his pad that has been given. Torfel missed McCullum a couple of overs ago. Now he's given out Ian O'Brien, so Harbhajan has 6.
Yes, he's not happy at all. And finally, India break the partnership. 2 sounds. Seem to be 2 sounds there. There was one of McCullum earlier turned down. This time the finger goes up. And O'Brien goes for 14. 275 for 9.
Last man in for New Zealand, Chris Martin. Lead is 34. See if he can add to those 76 runs and the lead. It's time for Chris Martin to actually play a few shots, try and actually score runs. Not just block it, he may as well look to try and drive one, maybe even hit one back over the head. I'm sure he's done it before.
Fielders everywhere because Harbhajan looking for number 7. He's already got 6, which are his best figures overseas for India. 6 for 63 at the moment. And suddenly the crowd has come to life. Might have been bat hitting pad. That was the sound. It seemed from that angle that the ball had sneaked past the inside edge.
End of the over, a successful one for Harbhajan, his first 6-wicket haul in any overseas test match. 275 for 9. Big swing by McCullum to get 4. He's going to go for the 100 now, so he might get a bit of excitement. He was stranded in the 80s in Adelaide in a losing cause.
Well, he can go for broke now. He's got the license. He's batting with number 11.
And again, where's this gone? He's going to be caught. He's going to be caught at short fine leg. Yes, Vivius Laxman takes the catch. So Yuvraj picks up the last wicket. New Zealand are bowled out for exactly the same total as they got on the first innings, 279. Lead is 38. And Brendon McCullum, who had every right to go for it with the last man in. So that leaves Chris Martin not out. Naught once again.
Yes, it was a quicker delivery from Yuvraj. He's not happy, but he's played his part, and what he's done, he's got his eye in for some more runs in the series. Found some form in Test match cricket. 84 for McCullum, and New Zealand lead by 38, so it means India will come out needing 39 to win. And Harbhajan Singh will lead the team off the park. His best figures overseas. He finishes with 6 for 63, and he can afford a smile.
Congratulations all around there to Harbhajan Singh. Still plenty of time left in the day, around 25 overs, so that is going to be a formality for India to knock off these 39 to win this first Test match. 279 in just over 100 overs. 6 for 63, that'll put him in line for man of the match, along with Tendulkar. Ishant Sharma, none for 62, bowled better than those figures would suggest. So India, in fact, needs 39. 38 is the lead, one more to win. They go one up in this three-match series. Gautam Gambhir is fashioning a very good record, nearly 50. High score of 206. That was late last year against Australia. That'll be 4. He was on the charge, so he got the momentum into the stroke. First runs for India.
Yes, by moving early, converted that into a half volley.
Four more. This time off the pulled shot. So productive over for India. It's 8 for none.
So it's a good opportunity as we see him drift down the leg side. Far too easy for Dravid here. Just tucked nicely away for a 4.
Yeah, looking for a little bit of swing, Mills, with a new ball, and it just didn't swing enough. Angled straight onto leg stump and easy pickings. Oh, hack, stand and deliver.
We've seen already his intentions, clearing that front leg, back in one-day mode.
Hamilton. Pulled away in the air and pulled away very well from Gambhir.
I do enjoy watching Gambhir play. He's a serious talent. The perfect foil for the destruction of Sehwag, as we see here. Beautiful pull shot through the leg side. And Kyle Mills, unfortunately, continues to struggle.
Well, don't bother chasing that. That is magnificent.
Not much to say, really. A commanding shot for a commanding performance.
Dravid playing an expensive stroke early as well, and that's run away for 4-2. Just 6 to win now.
That's not a bad delivery, is it? But Dravid always plays very late.
You're a betting man. This ball. I think it is. He's got it, yeah. He got it fine. Gambhir elated. He grabs the stump, punches the air. Rahul Dravid heads down to get a memento at the other end of the park. India have won this. They've won this convincingly. It's their first victory in a test match on New Zealand soil for 33 years. It's been thoroughly deserved. They've outplayed New Zealand in all facets. They've been absolutely superb, led by the little master, the master of off-spin in their side, Harbhajan Singh, come to the game. And they came to the game absolutely superbly. They will be pleased. Last time they're at this ground, it was pretty miserable for them, but they've come back 6 years later and done the business. Test match victory is one to savour, especially when you have not achieved one in a certain country for 33 years. Well, India have done that. They've won convincingly here. New Zealand trailed by 241. That was the first goal to knock those off. They started the day at 75 for 3. Flynn carried on quite nicely, making 67. He applied himself very well before he was deceived by a very nice doosra from Harbhajan Singh, who was a standout of the Indian bowling today. Mills, of course, down there, he got out first ball, or the last ball of play yesterday. However, Ryder batted nicely for his 21, but it just wasn't long enough. He looks in good touch, and he'll be hoping for some runs in his hometown when we go to next. An 84, though, from Brendon McCullum, who played very intelligently. It wasn't your typical McCullum swashbuckling smash and bash and grab. It was... he applied himself quite nicely. He left, he defended well. The field was out for a long time, and he put on a very, very good partnership with Ian O'Brien, who batted a long time for his 14. Well, the story of the bowling was Harbhajan Singh. 28 overs he bowled. He took 6 wickets for 63. It was quite outstanding. He spun it. He bowled his doosra. He bowled arm balls. He bowled a lot. He showed everything he's got, and it was too much for the New Zealanders. 2 wickets for Patel. He bowls nice and wicket to wicket. Zaheer Khan 1 for 79. And Sharma deserved a wicket. He bowled quite nicely. And they knocked him off pretty easily, really. Gambhir went out there and had some fun. He smashed that 30. Really took it to him. And Dravid opened. We don't know why Sowak didn't open, but he didn't. And once more for the New Zealand Open bowlers, it's hard yakka, isn't it? OK, let's head down to Simon Doull, who has the captains.
Yeah, thanks very much. Dan, just I guess from day one you were behind the 8 ball at lunchtime, weren't you?
Yeah, we made it tough on ourselves from the start, and we managed to pull it back round with Jesse and mine's partnership, but still 280 probably wasn't enough. And then I suppose with the ball we weren't as consistent as we would like to be. We were poor in the field, so India outplayed us in all 3 facets of the game.
I guess they're much daunted top 7. It fired in many ways, but Sachin Tendulkar's innings was pretty special.
Yeah, it was, and it was a good example for our batsmen that you don't always have to be on the top of your game to score runs. You can actually scratch through a small period of it and then come out on top. So, I mean, that's why he's such a fine player, and we saw another example of it in this test match. Do you guys, your batsmen themselves, look at that and take some notes from it as they're fielding? Because I guess if you're going to learn, you've got to learn from the best. Yeah, well, I think Andy and myself try and make as much mention of it as possible that this is the way to bat. This is a guy who's been one of the most successful batsmen of all time, so we can take a lot from what he's done and from a couple of their other top orders. So we're hoping that guys are learning. We've got some very talented players in our top 6 as well. We've just got to make sure that they're a bit more consistent. 279 in the first innings. To bowl India out for around about 350, under 400 would have been the goal, but bowlers just didn't quite get their length right. Is that how you felt? Yeah, and probably just not as consistent enough. I think Indian top order thrives on boundaries, and we fed them that, and on a small ground and fast outfield it can make it really tough. So at times we're putting 6 or 7 or 8 balls consistently in the right spot, but we just let it slip, and against India you have to make that 30, 35 balls, so it really wasn't good enough in all departments. Some positives, yourself back in form with the bat. Jesse Ryder, a very good knock in the first innings, his maiden 100, and of course Daniel Flynn in the second innings. Yeah, well, particularly Daniel, he's got a bit of an injury, so he battled pretty hard the whole way through that innings and showed what grit he does have. And I think we all know Jesse Ryder's a quality player, and it's nice to see him continue his great form of the summer.
So an extra day off now, but a lot of work to do before Napier.
A lot of work. We've seen teams bounce back from a 1-0 loss at the start of a series, and this is the ultimate test of this side. If we can bounce back and at Napier and put India under some pressure, then hopefully we can get a reversed result.
All right, Dan, well, hard luck today, and we'll see you in Napier. Thanks very much. Okay, time now to bring in the victorious captain, MS Dhoni from India, and MS, a pretty comprehensive performance from you guys.
Yeah, definitely, especially, we chose to field first, and, the bowlers proved the decision right because there was a bit of help. Most of the guys didn't agree with us that there was help, but, we got 6 early wickets, and after that, after the lunch interval on the first day, after that the wicket was quite good to bat on, so it was difficult to get wickets. And I believe in the second innings, there was a bit of help for the spinners, and Bhaji made it a point to grab 6 wickets for us. So overall, quite happy. Sachin Tendulkar, another fantastic innings from him, and he was helped by the other batsmen. 3 other 50 runs from the batsmen, Gautam, Gambhir, Rahul, Dravid and Zaheer down the order. So that really helps. But, I think it was a fantastic effort by the bowlers, and Sachin at his best.
With the bowlers, do you look at bowling a little bit fuller? Because I think more importantly, your length was a little fuller than the New Zealand bowlers, and you seem to get more movement out of this pitch in general than they did.
Yeah, especially if you see, our bowlers, they rely a lot on swing. So we are not... you can say hit the deck kind of a bowler, apart from Ishant, who is tall and who looks to hit the right areas and of course slip in a swinging ball in between. But he's the only bowler, who's a bit different from the other 2 seamers. Zaheer Khan relies a lot on swing, and the same is the case with Munaf Patel also. So yeah, we were bowling a bit full compared to the New Zealand bowlers.
And it was nice to see Sachin Tendulkar pitch a tent out there, and although he admitted himself that he wasn't in the best of form early in the innings, he really flourished later on, didn't he?
Well, of course, we made it a point, in between. I felt the New Zealand bowlers were bowling in the right areas. They didn't get the wickets, but it was hard, or you can say tough, to score. So that was the time when Sachin, was at his best. When they bowled the bad balls, he got the most out of it, and he made it a point that the bowlers stay on the field for a long time, because it is tough. After 90 overs, if the bowlers have already bowled 20-22 overs, to get back again on the field and bowl at their best, that's a tough thing to do, and that's when you really cash on. You have a long partnership, or even if you don't, you are playing on for a long time. So with the tail-enders also, you can contribute, and that's what happened.
And Harbhajan was outstanding today, wasn't he?
Well, of course, in the first innings, there was not plenty for him. He was more of a, you can say, he was doing the containing job, but as soon as he saw there was a bit of help for him in the second inning, he was at his best. Got us those wickets, that really mattered. So yeah, very happy with his performance as well.
All right, MS, well done, and we'll see you in Napier. Eh?
Thanks a lot.
Okay, well, man of the match time now, and pretty tight, I guess. Harbhajan Singh was pretty impressive today, but for his magnificent century in the first inning, Sachin Tendulkar, man of the match. Well played yesterday. Must have felt pretty good.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I enjoyed my time in the middle. Day before yesterday was a little tough initially. Just got used to the bounce and the pace of the wicket, and once the new ball was taken, I felt far more comfortable. My feet were moving better. Found the centre of my bat for a long time.
You look like you found the centre a couple of times there. What did you make of the pitch? It wasn't an overly fast pitch, but pretty even and true.
It was a good track. One just needed some time to get adjusted to the wicket, but after some time I thought it was a fantastic wicket, and we all thoroughly enjoyed batting on this wicket.
Any problems with the stomach, the problem you had in Christchurch?
No. Stomach is fine, finger is a little sore, but well, I should be okay.
All right, Sachin, we've got a cheque for you, $1,000 from the National Bank, and of course a bottle of champagne for you. You've already got the medal on, and $500 to the Melville Cricket Club here in Hamilton. So they thank you very much for that, and well played, and we'll see you in Napier as well.
Thank you very much. Look forward to it.
Cheers. Well, that's the situation down here. We head to Napier for the second Test match in India. 1-0 up in the series.